Hello, welcome back to Wano. My name is Beast. I failed my fucking driver's test again. I'm just gonna go play Itsumi-Route now. I'll also start this video like hella late. Also, random idea that I don't know how I managed to think of that. What if I literally just like cut the weekend slots for a while and just play everything Kingdom Hearts? Because I do have like the whole like collection thing where I could actually just play through all things Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure. Hell, I could even like go get a fucking 358 over 2 days for an emulator or something, so we don't have to settle for the fucking cutscenes. Because they did that game a fucking disservice by only adding the cutscene collection instead of remaking the game like with Chain of Memories, a game with it which is literally useless in this grand scheme of things. Fun thing, the only reason why Chain of Memories exists is because Nomura, that was his name, right? I'm not going crazy, right? Anyways, but basically because Nomura wanted to give, because Kingdom Hearts 1 was for PlayStation 2, to be precise. And basically he felt bad for those kids that had a Game Boy but no PlayStation and therefore couldn't experience Kingdom Hearts. So he wanted to make a Kingdom Hearts game for those kids. However, Nomura is physically unable to make games that do not have any kind of story importance. Every game needs to have story importance for this guy, or he'll have a fucking like life-threatening rash and die. Hell, like there's even like already jokes going around like, okay, how does Sora's Smash appearance fit into the canon? Because fuck, it probably somehow fits in the canon. I mean, the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, if I remember correctly, does leave a chance that that's what's going on. And yeah, anyways, we're here to talk to her. I'm pretty sure we already read this. And this is the one we still haven't read. If I had a kid with Senna, I bet they'd be cute. Something for Senna to awe about.
Nani? Jitto mite.
Skip.
Ah, そういうことじゃなくて、だからその長倉くんって彼女いないの?
I've lived with you in the dorm for about a month now. Does it look like I have a girlfriend? If we're talking about the girls in my games, I've got a whole harem going. About her asking such an obvious question just kinda hurts. I wish you wouldn't ask.
じゃあ、クルスさんは?
What kind of delusional question is that? Her legion of excruciating fans the world over would wish to inflict excruciating pain on me.
でも、下の名前で呼ばれてたし。
Are you suggesting that I'm easily swayed, Itsumi? I call her by her first name as a joke, and her cheeks burn bright red. Yes. It's already so much better. It's already so much better. Oops, guess I took that too far. Sorry, I didn't mean to tease you.
いいんだけど、むしろそっちの方が嬉しいかもとか。あ、今のダメ、違うの。
I'm really sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable.
大丈夫。気にしてないから。でも、そう呼んでくれてもいいよ。
Come again?
なんでもない、なんでも。いや、あんまり男の子から名前で呼ばれたことなかったから、びっくりしちゃって。免疫ないみたいで恥ずかしいな。
She just said that, didn't she? In a whisper. That I could call her by her first name. My heart leapt when I heard those words. Even more intensely than it did with Kurusu.
あれ長倉くんもしもーし。
Oh, sorry, I'm not used to it either, so I'm still a bit embarrassed. So it's still a bit embarrassing for me too.
そうなんだ。それじゃあ一緒だね。
Precious.
もう帰ろっか。みんなも戻ってるだろうし。
Oh, yeah, you're right. So we both make our way back to the dorm in awkward silence. And I'm gonna keep. Whoops. And I'm gonna keep cheering her on with everything I have. It's literally one line in the entirety of that scene. Look at that! Look at that cutie. Connors, can you grab me a spoon?
はーい、ちょっと待っててね。
The first semester has come to an end. Okay, I just looked over in Scott's channel because I set the whole like, yo, maybe I should stream KH at some point. Just really digging myself all and playing everything Kingdom Hearts. Got a fucking emulated for 358 over 2 days. Scott's reply: that's what I was gonna do when the cloud version comes on Switch. Cactus slowly morphs into Kingdom Hearts channel. The entire VN industry follows suit and just becomes KH spontaneously. Scott talk about how much the story doesn't make sense, which, by the way, it's just hard to follow and has a bunch of like very odd moments where they didn't quite like it's not a perfect story. Let me just say this straight out, that it's not a perfect story, it's just it was handled like crap. It's spread over so many fucking like side games, which for some reason they decided to make mandatory in the story. And then on top of that, there's a bunch of like things that they just retcon or story beats that they forget about. To the point where in the third game, someone says like, oh, you abandoned me here. And it's supposed to be like, oh no, she's negative, she's falling to the darkness, she's misunderstanding. But then you like play games from before and it's just, yes, he fucking did! Like, he straight up did! Also, Rox is the best character in all of Kingdom Hearts, and I will fight to defend my son's honor. first semester's come to an end. But there's no change in our morning schedule over summer break. We get 1 week off for holidays, but apart from that, it's business as usual. And a lot of students in this dorm live far away. Most ordinary students would have the option of going home. But when you're in the industry, going home means turning down work, so most girls stay in the dorm. Those that do leave the dorm might do so for such glamorous reasons as work overseas. What time do you leave today?
16時からだね。
But this is the life of a voice actor. Got rehearsals, practice, and recordings. Hope the bitch doesn't show up in this one. Konatsu's taking her first step into this hectic life. Like we have Kata no need for her anymore. She's got lessons at the agency today. Ever since her role in Theogonia Online was cast, Konatsu has been getting all kinds of job offers. Mobile games, radio appearances, dubbing dramas. She had to leave school earlier most days in order to make those appointments. Her agency must want her to get as much experience as possible. Konatsu helps out during breakfast, but with all her work, she can't manage dinner. As a result, I've been left to handle dinner duty on my own. But that doesn't mean I'm struggling. That's what I signed up for when becoming their caretaker. If anything, I feel blessed to be tasked with nourishing the young talent of tomorrow. Maybe I'm just really stupid. But those aren't the only changes.
おはようございます。ケイトさん、コナツさん。おはようございます。ユカコさん。
Morning. Now I've said this 1,000 times before, but you can sleep in.
いえ、みんなで朝ごはんを作るのがすごく楽しみなだけですから、気にしないでください。
Itsumi has moved into the dorm and will be joining us at the academy come second semester.
何をお手伝いしましょうか。
Yes, thanks. Could you cut the tofu for the miso soup?
はい、喜んで。
Cooking and cleaning. It's so bad, it's so thankful. Whenever people help.
ゆかこさん、今日も10時からですか？はい。ごめんなさい。それで、今日も遅くなってしまうと思うので。
No problem. I'll make sure there's enough dinner left over for you.
ありがとうございます。何をいただけるのか楽しみにしながらお仕事してきますね。
I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Good luck for today.
ゆかこさんには優しさが通常の3割増しになってる気がする。
Close, but no cigar. It's 5 times nicer.
自覚あったんだ？
I'm kidding! But moving places is stressful and takes time to get settled at a new place, right? It wouldn't be much of a caretaker if I let people get sick on my watch. It's my job to make sure everyone's healthy.
私たちがここに移ってきたとき、お兄ちゃんはここまで私に優しくしてくれただろうか。
You have vitality to spare, Konatsu. I didn't have to worry about you.
ほら、ゆかこさんに呆れられちゃったでしょ？ごめんなさい、つい。仲のいい兄弟って羨ましいなって思っただけなんです。
Suddenly both of them just look over at Yukako. Look at each other. Look back at Yukako and both at the same time just snatch on.
仲は、まあ悪くないとは思いますけど。
Don't you have any siblings, Kurusu?
はい、私は一人っ子です。だから、お二人のこと、ちょっと羨ましくて。
There's nothing to be envious of here.
別にお兄ちゃんが褒められたわけじゃないからね。
Still, it feels excruciatingly good to get compliments from Kurusu. My entire body is buzzing.
ごめんなさい、遅くなっちゃった。瀬能さん、おかえりなさい。おはよう、クルスさん。今日は先を越されちゃったわね。
Having finished her morning training, Seno arrives in the cafeteria.
おはようございます、いつみさん。昨日買ってきた明太子、朝に出しちゃいますよ。うん、ありがとう。よろしくお願いします。
I'm lucky to still have Seno as my breakfast assistant too. I'm always impressed by the passion she puts into making food that delights.
どうしたの急に。
No, sorry, I was just kind of funny seeing how determined you are to make breakfast.
朝だけよ、しっかり食べるのは。知ってると思うけど。
I know. That's what makes cooking it so worth it. That and seeing you enjoying it.
それ褒められたの？ただの腹ペコの人だって思われてるだけのような気が。私もお腹ペコペコです。手分けして作ってしまって早くいただきましょう。はーい、そうしましょう。いつみさんもお手伝いよろしくお願いします。任せて。
It's been 2 months since we suddenly became the caretakers of my cousin dorm, and being surrounded by such sweet-spoken people, I've enjoyed every single day of it. Kurusu goes to work, and the rest of us head to the academy to close out the semester. Once school is over, Seno goes to her agency and Konatsu to her lessons. I go to our casting club meeting, where we finally make up our minds on what we're going to do for the open campus. We decide on a ghost story voice drama starring Seno. It would have been great if we could do it live, but Seno would be busy that day, so we decided to make do with a recording. 神様に会える確率の子供役。よかったわよって要さんに褒められちゃった。I read the Kaname at the start, and then she started the sentence with coming someone and was like, hold on, you're calling Kaname a god? No, it's about your probability of meeting God. Okay. Oh, she did. That's good. After our meeting, I head to the station to buy ingredients for dinner. Seno meets up with me on her way back to the agency. 制作の人にもあんなに面白い子だったっけって言ってもらえたわよって。Wow, it's great to hear they praised your acting. Must have been refreshing for her to receive such positive feedback. She's a nosy kitty. There's no doubt that this kind of praise will lead to more work. The two of us haven't gone shopping together like this since that day. 本当は長倉くんにお芝居について何でもいいからアドバイスしてもらえたらって思ってたの。 I'm hardly an expert.
そんなことないわ。私直感したもの。小夏さんにアドバイスしてたのを見ててね。私にも何か気づかせてくれるかもしれないって。
That girl who walked with slumped shoulders is no longer here. She kept on fighting and now her hard work is finally paying off. I've lost count of how many times I've thought this, but Seno really is an amazing person. Congratulations, Seno. So glad that you farted.
おなら出た!
I expected to loudly proclaim her fart like that. People around us tried to see what they were talking about. Seno, we're outside right now!
ごめんなさい。
No, it's my fault for getting you into this mind frame, so I should take responsibility for it.
ちょっと嬉しくてはしゃいじゃっただけだもん。
Doesn't mean you should go about shouting that you farted. You know? I was surprised to hear her speak so casually with me. Yeah, she's so happy she doesn't even notice it herself.
それでね、これからもいろいろ相談させてもらっても。長倉くん、何かあった？ぼーっとして。
No, it's nothing.
変なの。役作りとかでまたいろいろ相談させてもらってもいいですかというお話です。
Of course, if you'd like me to help, I'd be happy to.
やった、ありがとう。それじゃあよろしくお願いします。
Seno smiles brightly. Maybe that, was just a slip-up. Nothing else about the way she speaks changed. That's what made it so jarring.
それとね、今度オーディションを受けさせてもらえそうだって。
Really? Can't anybody just apply for the audition?
ええ、アニメのオーディションだと、例えばプロダクションブルームからは何人みたいな感じで人数制限があったりするの。アニメの場合は一つの役に100人単位でオーディションを受けることになるから、制限しないとキリがないんでしょうね。
I see, that makes sense. So that means you won the right to prove yourself.
勝ち残るだなんて。でも、いい流れが来始めてるのかなみたいには思ってるの。全部、長倉くんのおかげね。
I didn't do anything. It's a little embarrassing to be thanked so directly like this. I was about to say like some private space, please. Personal space, I mean. But no, we are her right now, so I guess there is no way around having no personal space when we are inside her head. That reminds me, someone recently shared a manga that's apparently coming out with me. And I'm just sitting over here like, how does shit like that get okayed? New Isekai Mara concept. That time a god reincarnated as the pussy of a level 1 female sword fighter. Abbreviated Isekai Pussy. I hated reading all of that. Every single second of that. Hate it. Into the motherland, the German army march. Anyways, when her lines came up in your probability of beating God, my hands unconsciously uncurled into fists. Itsumi's finally broken out of her slump, I could hear it. She's such a hard-working girl, never skips training. She'd be the perfect candidate for one of those day-in-the-life videos. That alone isn't enough. The industry, effort doesn't guarantee success. If you're not lucky, you won't survive. You could have the strongest, most well-trained voice, and lose out to someone with a timid, frail voice for their alluring whisper. When she first debuted, there were many staff that believed she was bound for success with her go-get-'em attitude. But when she wasn't showing results, their hopes died, and then they moved on to the next fresh face. It's a brutally fast cycle. But despite all odds, Itsumi has managed to break out of the spiral, and it could be happier for her. I suppose she didn't do it all on her own. I think Kaito played a big part in it as well. These kinds of encounters are very important to actors. She can ride this wave well. I hope she doesn't go down the same path as me.
みんなちょっと聞いてもらえる？
Oh, is there something?
さっき社長から今後の方針について話があったんで、その報告。
There's some backstory with Kaname, and this message is going to immediately dash all of Itsumi's hopes.
何ですか？
前から議題には出てたんだけど、今養成所とは別でレッスン受けてもらってる長倉小夏な。あの子、正所属にするって。
え？
おー、すごいっすね。黄金ルートじゃないっすか。
あの子って脇坂が回収お願いしてる子の妹さんでしょ？
あ、うん、そうだけど。
異例も異例だけど、長倉圭人の妹さんだったらまあ間違いないんじゃないかな。
Okay, I like that one. The staff at this firm know Kaito so well at this point that they're like, oh wait, she's his sister? Well, we gotta take care of this. Like, we gotta take advantage of this. I mean, if it's his sister, like, the man's is amazing.
え？あの子有名な子だったんですか？
昔榊圭次郎と親子役でドラマやってたじゃん。
Oops.
へえ、顔出しの役者だったんだ。
Every few years, there'll be one golden rookie who turns up, a young actor showing real potential. It's how the individuals become officially affiliated with the agency immediately, skipping the trainee and junior phases. The agency usually only do this for established talents from other agencies. That's why it's such a big deal for Konatsu. Of course, she'll still be treated like a junior externally, and her earnings won't be any higher than that. However...
社長もこの子に社運かけてみようよってさ。相当気に入ったっぽいな。
うわは、脇坂さん、マジお手柄じゃないですか。
ああ、うん、ありがとう。
Letting her skip the junior phase like this shows exactly what they have in mind for her. They want to make Konatsu Nagakura a star.
そういうわけで、 今後は長倉小夏に案件集めていくことにするから。この前来てたオーディションのは長倉小夏で確定ってことで、先方には俺からメール返しておくから。
ちょっと何言ってるんですか。待ってくださいよ。あのオーディションは瀬能にあげたいってこの前。
誰もそれで決定なんて言ってないだろう。あとアプリゲーの案件もあったよな。それも長倉小夏に回すから。
いや、待ってください、チーフだって瀬能はここから跳ねるかもって言ってくれてたじゃないですか。
Also, Konatsu is actively, like they already told us that Konatsu is in a situation where she actively has to leave school early because she's getting so many offers. Now we want to cram more offers down her throat?
かもな。脇坂、長倉小夏を売って食ったのは会社の決定なの。お前が瀬能推しなのは知ってるけど、今は長倉小夏を売るのが最優先。
だからって
脇坂、気持ちはわかるけど、
案件ばらしたら売りたい子も売り切れないですからね。大手ならともかくうち中堅だし。
ああ、それと再来週から一人マネージャー入るから、回収お願いしてる長倉くんには来週までって言っといて。
Hope she doesn't go down the same path as me. I thought I could finally hold out help. Now that Itsumi has found her footing, I thought I could finally hold out help. I truly believed I could. I fear that this could ruin everything we've worked for.
これで全部だね。ほい、それじゃよろしくお願いします。
Thanks, I'll pass these on. So heavy. So I suppose scripts from Bachetta are heavy enough to be classified as a weapon. I heard from Kaname earlier that today would be the last day she'd need me to do this for her. A lot of things have happened. Now I could have dreamed of getting close to Kuroshi or even of Konatsu becoming a voice actor. Craziest of all is how close Seno and I have become. I get the feeling that her pain is finally over. She's on the precipice of success in the voice acting world. Not that my hunches count for anything. Swept up by my wanting emotions, I arrived at a place where it all started, Shibuoka Studio.
ブルームは今小夏ちゃん推しでしょ？なんでその子なわけ？しかもこの前出てもらったばっかりなのに。
長倉小夏はもちろんですけど、ここから間違いなく伸びてくる子なんです。ですからぜひ。
そう言われてもな。一回出てもらってるし、ブルームさんばっかりになっちゃうわけにもいかないしね。
Kaname. She talking to? Over the art, it must be higher up. At least they sound like it. It'd be pretty awkward if I bumped into her. Sounds like she's busy conducting business and is really trying to push for something. Thankfully, those voices appear into the distance. I decide to wait to make sure my timing is good before I go in. Thank you. I'll take these back to the office. Sorry for bothering you. I bow my head deeply and I'm about to head out to the studio when...
ケイトくん、お疲れ様。
Oh, hey, Kaname, didn't know you were here. I guess you could have gotten the scripts yourself then. It was kind of awkward, so I pretend not to have noticed she was here.
ごめんなさい。急なことだったから連絡しそびれちゃって。回収お疲れ様。ありがとね。今回も無理聞いてもらっちゃって。
No, I really appreciated this short-term job you gave me. If you ever need anything else, you know where to find me.
また機会があるってことは、またうちのマネージャーが突然辞めるってことなのよね。
Alright, sorry, I guess that wouldn't be such an ideal situation for you guys.
気にしないで、そんなこと。今日のケイトくんは気遣い5割増しみたいね。何かあった？
Kaname seems worse for the wear. This conversation from earlier is still weighing on her. Oh no, not really. I guess I'm a little sad this job's ending. It's led to a lot of things after all.
そうね。確かにケイトくんの生活一変しちゃったものね。小夏ちゃんは声優デビューしちゃうし。
Sounded like you're not the only one who's pulled her into it. You say that like you're not the one who pulled her into it. Strong front Kaname had been putting up suddenly starts to fall. Kaname, are you okay? I was only joking. If I offended you, I'm really sorry.
ああ、違うの。こちらこそごめんなさい。ちょっと考え事が頭の中ぐるぐるしちゃってて。いや、もうそろそろ一年発起して婚活パーティーにでも行くべきなのかなーってね。
What?
ケイトくんの回収ってあと何件かあるのかしら。
5 more.
そっか、それなら。じゃあ回収した台本は事務所の人間に渡しておいてもらえるかしら。私今日は事務所に戻るの遅くなると思うから。
Yes, of course. Anyway, I better get going.
引き続きよろしくお願いします。
See you later. I've seen Kaname furious before, but that's the first time I've ever seen her so depressed. Probably not something she wants to discuss with a guy like me. I am kind of worried about her. I'll ask Seno about it when I get back to the dorm. I'll do my daily training and get a message from Kaname asking to talk. Usually whenever she texts, it's just something along the lines of, "How is it going?" So this time it must be important. Carry on my training, hoping that it's good news waiting for me once I'm finished, but worrying that it might not be.
お疲れ様です。すみません、寮まで来ていただいて。
Oh, we're currently Seno.
気にしないで。近くに行く用事があったからちょうどいいかなと思って。少し歩きましょうか。でしたらちょっと寮のみんなに伝えてきます。少し待っていてください。それで何かあったんですか？こんな風に改まってお話なんて珍しいですよね。いろいろあって。要さん？いつみ。ごめんなさい。
It's the next day. It's Saturday, a day off school. I'd love to laze about all day, but I can't. I have work to do as caretaker. My script collection job has come to an end. From now on, I'm fully devoted to taking care of my cousin dorm. As if to celebrate that fact with me, I'm read about its warm morning sunshine. Let's get to it then. Put on my uniform, just open my door to go prepare breakfast.
長倉くん。
I'm confronted by a girl on the other side of the door, standing there as though she's been waiting for me. It's Seno. Talk about deja vu.
驚かせちゃったかな。朝からごめんね。少しいい？話があるんだけど。
Sorry. No, I'm sorry for yelling like that. Come on in.
ありがとう。じゃあ、お邪魔します。
For Seno was very reluctant about coming in, but today she walks in without hesitation. From her expression, it looks like she looks like she did when we first started living in the dorm. Did something happen?
私ね、ちょっとトレーニングに集中したいなって思ってて。それで、朝食のお手伝いなんだけど、しばらくお休みさせてもらえないかしら。グルスさんが来て、慣れてもらえるまでは、寮長の私がサポートしないといけないのは、十分理解してるんだけど。
Don't worry about it. Everyone at the dorm should put in work first. That's why this dorm exists. I'm the caretaker. Just focus on your training.
ありがとう、中倉くん。お言葉に甘えて、そうさせてもらいます。それとね、実はもう一つあって。
What's wrong? Oops. She quickly switches topics, but it seems even harder for her to bring up.
中倉くん、メグさんからは特に聞いていないかな。寮費のことって。
Dorm fees? Sorry, I haven't.
そっか。じゃあメグさんに直接連絡した方がいいかな。
Yeah, I feel like I probably shouldn't be sticking my nose into that kind of stuff.
気を使ってもらってありがとう。でも、長倉くんには理解してもらいたいお話だから、少しいい？
Of course.
ありがとう。ね、私、夏休みに何日か短期でアルバイトをするつもりなの。スケジュールを空けるべきだって話したばっかりなのに、そうするのは申し訳ないんだけど、足りないんです。寮費が。
Paying for everything by yourself?
寮費だけね。学費はすねをかじらせてもらってる。それで、寮費は夏と冬に分割で納めさせてもらってたんだけど、ですね、最近、お仕事がちょっとなかったので、貯金もちょっと苦しくて。
The
言ってて悲しくなってきた。
I see.
この前あんな風に言ってもらったばかりで心苦しいんだけど、こればっかりはスケジュールよりも優先しないとだから。寮暮らしをしているのは私のわがままなの。だから寮費のことだけはきちっとしておきたくて。
Is your house close to here?
ギリギリ通えるかもってくらいの距離かな。3時間かからないくらいかしら。
That make working pretty difficult.
うん。だからお仕事で稼ぐお金で賄えればって思ってここまでやってきたんだけど、そういうわけで。入金待ちのお仕事もあるんだけど、このお仕事の入金ってたまにびっくりするくらい後になる場合があるから。
Why not talk to your parents? You can ask them to lend you some money until you get paid.
それはダメ。
Chances
これは私が色々と至らなかった結果だから、誰かに甘えるわけにはいかないわ。気を使ってもらったのにごめんなさい。
Oh, don't worry about it. I understand. She can be so stubborn, so exceedingly serious about things. She's the kind of person who gives every day her absolute all. That's why I really want her to have her time in the sun. So, you're looking for a part-time job, huh? What kind of job are you thinking of? You want something easy for you,
テレアポよね。でも短期のテレアポの仕事って見つからなかったの。
Right, I imagine that kind of job you'd be looking for at a 1-month training period and then a similar time span for work.
イベントスタッフの募集があったからそれに応募したわ。お昼に面接に行ってくる。
Oh yeah, places like Urban Lights are bound to have all sorts of events going on over the summer break. Like the one we saw Cruz put on. But have had plenty of part-time workers there helping out with it. Bet there'll be all kinds of event-related jobs like that in the city.
それじゃあちょっと出てきます。夕食の準備には間に合うと思うから。
Like this entire game thus far, when it comes to Itsumi, is just Itsumi getting shafted by this voice acting world. It's lunchtime now, and Sumo pops into the cafeteria, changed out for training gear. Don't worry about dinner. Why don't you go somewhere and take it easy tonight?
うん、ありがとう。でも大丈夫。特別見たいものがあるわけじゃないし。寝た。あれ、いつみおはよう。仕事？バイトの面接。そっか。いってらっしゃい。行ってきます。
Sino waves to us as she leaves the cafeteria. All that's left in her wake is me and a freshly awoken mess of a girl. Damn it, Jinjo.
いや、ごめん。マジごめん。やっちゃった。一応聞くけど、
She's still
小
here.
夏とゆかいるわ。
She's still here! Her ghost is still haunting us! They've both had work since morning.
本当にごめんなさい。鬼反省する。
I know you didn't do it on purpose, but you better be twice as nice to her as soon as she gets back. Sino isn't the type to hold a grudge. I'm sure she'll forgive you.
そうだね。天長倉、いつの間にいつみのことそこまで理解しちゃってんの？なんかちょっと引いた。
Might be creepy, but if I'm right about her, then I can live with that.
ま、さすがのあちゃんの選球眼ってとこか。まあまあ頑張んなよ長倉もさ。
I don't get what you mean, but okay.
でもなんでバイト？この前長倉からスケジュール開けとけって言われたんでしょ？
You heard about that?
そりゃあもう嬉しそうに話しておりましたよ。気持ちはわかるけどね。そんなこと言ってくれる人なんか業界の中にはいないでしょ。要さんくらい？ライバルなんか少ない方がいいわけだしさ。
That makes sense, but I'm glad to hear that. I was worried it seemed like I was looking down on her when I said that. Anyway, you should ask for yourself why she's getting a part-time gig. It's not for me to say.
そうする。さ、いつみうまくいくといいね。ここから。この前のおなら出たってセリフもいい感じだったし。
Yeah, me too. But although I agreed with her, I still wasn't quite convinced things would be okay. Still can't forget Seno's expression from this morning.
もう、ノアったら。
That friend of mine really lacks tact. But I can't bring myself to get mad at her. It's nice that she can be so open with me. Like me, Noah is consistent. I'm a little jealous of that.
ごめんなさい。この前話してたオーディションのことなんだけど、あの件ね、不確定な情報で役者に期待を持たせるなんてあっちゃいけないことだわ。謝って済む話ではないけれど、本当にごめんなさい。いえ、気にしないでください、要さん。オーディションはもちろん受けたかったですけど、次のチャンスを待ちますから。引き続き私のことよろしくお願いします。わかったわ。いつみ、あなたのこれからのことでね、ちょっと課題というか提案させてもらいたいことがいくつかあるの。課題ですか？そうよ。これからのあなたが役をもらっていくためには、まずは何でもできるようにならないとダメだわ。この前の神様に会える確率のお芝居は本当に良かった。今までのあなたにはなかった引き出しが開いたなって、そう思えたもの。
It's like they're all like praising her for this work in this show, but it's just her like saying it. I farted like a kid. Which, yes, sure, she may have done a spectacular job in making that seem like a genuine child, just going there having just let it rip. But by God, it kind of feels like they're mocking her in a way.
だから、ああいったチャレンジを続けて、役者としての幅を身につけていってもらえたらなって。幅ですか？はい、わかりました。それとね、やっぱりあなたはしっかりした自分の売りを持つ必要があると思うわ。こなつちゃんみたいに。こなつちゃんはお芝居なんてまだまだよ。だけど今はそれがあの子の売りなのよね。あなたは同世代の子たちよりも技術は頭一つ抜けているとは思っているけど、それだけじゃここから大きな役を取っていくのは難しいわ。こういったキャラなら誰よりも個性的にやれるみたいな感じでもいいの。いつみには強い個性を備える必要があるんじゃないかって。
Just what is my sales point? They've always told me, even when I was in training, that I need individuality. But even now, I don't know how to find it. And I don't want to speak ill of Kaname, but there's something about our talk yesterday that doesn't sit right with me. Maybe true that the top voice actors can handle any kind of role and have their own selling points, but to figure out all that on my own, I honestly don't know where to start.
こなつちゃんみたいにか。
Kaname's words echo in my mind. If I could be like Konatsu, I would. But you'd find something I'm good at, something that only I can do. And thus she's decided to go for the roles of the bullied. For now, I can't let myself spiral. Only lost one audition. I can't let this break me. I know my luck is turning around, I just know it. Is it, a voice sample?
ええ、作り直したいなって思ってるんだけど、協力してもらえないかしら。
Having finished dinner, I head back to the caretaker's room when Seno knocks on my door. Of course, I'd be happy to help.
よかった、ありがとう。それじゃあよろしくお願いします。
Voice sample is an audio file agencies put on their website so you can listen to the actors' voices. To put it simply, it's a great way to appeal to future clients. For actors who can do many different kinds of characters, they might read short stories and play every role.
ボイスサンプルの原稿作りをね、手伝ってもらえたらなって。私ももちろん考えるけど、長倉くんからも意見をもらえると嬉しいの。
Script, huh? Is that normally prepped by your agency?
ええ。内容を詰める作業はマネージャーさんと一緒にするけど、最初の叩き台みたいなものは役者側からっていうのが基本ね。
I still really want one route to just have him actually become a voice actor. In that case, let's start by listening to the voice sample up right now.
そうなっちゃうんだ、やっぱり。
Of course, I need to know the old to create the new. I search Itsumi-Seiyuu Bloom on my computer. As I'm doing so, I can't help but wonder, what's Konatsu's voice sample like? I haven't heard anything. I heard about anything like this from her. Wonder if there's any lessons on how to do them in her training courses. Anyways, I click on the top search result and I'm greeted by a photo of Seno's smiling face. Bookmark.
それは別にしなくていいんじゃないかな。
I'm kidding. So, can I listen to your voice sample?
うん、
She looks like she has something to say, but still not.
瀬能いつみです。もうお兄ちゃん、また私のプリン食べたでしょ。どっちがガキなのよ。いい加減にしてよね。こーら、いつまで喧嘩してるの？もう仕方ないな。ほら、二人ともこっち来て。見て見て。じゃーん、バケツプリン。すごいでしょ。お姉ちゃん頑張って作って。
I see. So interaction is to show people that she has range with her voice sample, proving that she can play both childish and mature roles. That seems like a good voice sample to me. See what her intention is, what's behind it. It's an effective approach. However, that sounds a bit too much like Sinnoh herself. You know, shouldn't really say this to her. She's a little too safe. It needs something a bit more interesting to it. But I decided to follow through with our discussion from before and ended up being straight with her.
前にノアにも言われた。普通すぎてつまんないって。
I see.
指摘してもらった通りで、まあちょっと硬いっていうか、面白くないっていうか、これじゃダメって感じだから。
Hang on, please stop beating yourself up. Looks like I got a sore spot. Sorry, Sinnoh.
冗談よ。とにかくそういうわけでリニューアルして心機一転やり直したいの。
Okay, I'd like to listen to the other actors' samples for a bit, but so could you give me a little time?
もちろん。なんだか最近おんぶに抱っこでごめんなさい。よろしくお願いします。
Don't worry about it at all. Has Konatsu ever mentioned anything about doing a voice sample?
うんうん。私は何も。長倉くんも聞いてないんだ。
Nope, but talking to you about this has me curious as to what she did with hers. Well, I could just look. Click on Bloom's logo and jump to the top page. When I click on the Talents tab, top of the page it says Male Talents, Official Affiliation, followed by rows of promo photos underneath. For voice actor agencies, they break down their talents by official affiliation, juniors, trainees, and so on. I haven't heard any details from Konatsu, so she's bound to be a trainee or a junior, so I start hitting the page down. Sinnoh sounds surprised as I scroll down the page. What's wrong? Sinnoh's just staring at the screen. The very bottom of the page under female talents, juniors, is Sinnoh's photo. But Konatsu's photo, the one we were searching for, is nowhere to be found. And she doesn't have a page yet. But I don't mean to boast as a brother, but she's got a leading role in a huge upcoming anime. I don't think her agency would sleep on that kind of publicity.
うん。あったわよ。
Sinnoh presses the up key for me. Sure enough, Konatsu's picture eventually appears on screen.
通り過ぎちゃったみたい。
Huh? Now it's my turn to voice my surprise. Konatsu's photo is on the Female Talents official affiliation.
テオゴニアオンラインのメインヒロインだものね。事務所も本気ってことなのかしら。
Sinnoh was in the junior section. I don't know how much of a difference there is between official affiliation and junior, but it's clear that Konatsu is being rated more highly than Sinnoh, which means that Konatsu is considered more important to the agency than Sinnoh. Click on Konatsu's photo and her page just shows coming soon where the voice samples would be. There must be some mistake. It's Konatsu. She's only been there for 2 to 3 months and has no experience.
お芝居の経験のあるなしは役をもらえるかどうかとは関係ないもの。
Okay, I get that, but don't force a complete newbie who's barely had any experience to suddenly be your fucking flagship. That's just going to destroy them mentally, possibly physically, and probably emotionally because of people like Katano. Anyways, Sinnoh?
質問を変えるわね。ケイト君だったらこの役、いつみと小夏ちゃん、どちらに任せる？
I always pick Sinnoh. She's so good.
確かに芝居はできてると思うわ、いつも。でも、芝居の上手い子なんていくらでもいるもの。あの子自身、もう一歩抜け出さないといけないのよね。
I don't know what Kaname said to me when we first came to the dorm. After that, neither of us know how to keep the conversation going. So I decided to leave it here for now and discuss this again a few days later.
天狗様に生贄を出さなくては。おじいちゃんはそうつぶやくと、パタリと動かなくなりました。次の生贄はもしかしたら、あなたなのかもしれません。
いただきました。ありがとうございます。
Teshin presses the talk button and lets her know the recording.
ありがとうございます。
いやー、やっぱ本職の声優さんは違うな。
Alright. 2 days later. Today is the closing ceremony of the first semester. After we finish our ceremony, the broadcast club hangs back to record Seno's line for the opening campus. How's work, Seno?
お疲れ様でした。あんな感じでよかったかしら。
Of course, was perfect.
本当？ならよかった。
The response was shiny as the door to the recording booth opens.
瀬戸氏、お疲れ様。編集は任せてくれ。魅力的なものにしてみせる。
うん。よろしくお願いします。
会長、お疲れ様でした。すごくいい感じでしたよ。みんなにも怖がってもらえると思います。
ありがとうございます。ご期待に応えられたのならよかったです。
オープンキャンパスの出し物にしとくにはもったいないレベルでしたよ。文化祭の目玉にしたいくらいです。
そこまで言ってもらえると調子に乗っちゃいそうですよ。
The president is so impressed by Seno's performance, he showers her in endless praise. Seno doesn't seem so disappointed by how she did. It doesn't seem so disappointed by how she did it herself. Except I don't notice this because I've still got the events from yesterday weighing on my mind. Seems that Kaname hadn't told Seno that Konatsu was official affiliation now. Certainly it wouldn't be easy to bring up. I guess Kaname was still working up the nerves to tell her, but Seno found out first. Seno's attitude towards both me and Konatsu hasn't changed at all since then. But I can't help but feel she's just trying to put on a brave face and avoid the topic entirely. Is Teshin gonna like move up because, you know, he's also not going wrong?
ああ、瀬能さん。おはよう。スケジュールの確認？
はい。あと、脇坂さんに少しお話がありまして。
After finishing my recording, I swing by the office. To check my schedule, tell them about the voice sample, and ask for time off for part-time work. Also, I hope Kaname will talk to me about Konatsu today as well.
そっか。脇坂！瀬能さん来てるわよ。
The person who greets me calls back into the office for Kaname. Pops her head out, checking for me before running over with a wave.
いつみ、お疲れ様。かなめさん、少しお話よろしいですか？この前のこととかで。
ええ、もちろん。ごめんなさい。今ちょっとミーティングルーム使っちゃってて、ここでもいい？
Kaname offers me her chair.
はい、大丈夫です。ボイスサンプルを取り直そうと思うんです。もっと私の売りを明確にしたものに。
ボイスサンプルか。うん、そうね。私もそれは賛成。今のいつみのは新人って感じのお堅い雰囲気が抜けてないものね。
かなめさんまでそんなこと言っちゃうんですか？
私までって、ケイトくん？
はい。かっちりしすぎてるって。
そっか。まあ専属プロデューサーくんがそう言ってるんなら間違いないわね。
専属プロデューサーくんって別に長倉くんはそんな。いや、はい。そうかもですね。
Like he's not my personal dude. Oh no. I mean, I have to pay him now.
仲良くやれているのなら何よりだわ。ああ、青春っていいな。出会いがあって育む気持ちもあってさ。いつみ、悪いことは言わないから恋人は学生時代に見つけときなさい。社会に出てからの恋愛市場は基本レッドオーシャンなんだからね。
Believe me, I would love to fish you up, Kaname, but the game won't let me.
はい、わかりました。
Occasionally, Kaname will offer these life lessons out of the blue that I don't really know how to respond to.
それで、いつみはケイトくんのことをどう思ってるの？意識してるの？してるのよね？
もう何ですか急に。意識も何も、長倉くんは来栖さんのファンじゃないですか。憧れの人が手の届く距離に住んでるんですよ。私のことなんか眼中にないですってば。
We're not even in the same realm when it comes to popularity either.
おお、そんな言い方するってことはやっぱり気になってるんだ。脇坂、ちょっと声大きいよ。ああ、ごめんなさい。
Kaname forces a smile for the worker who scolded her and moves away sheepishly. Feel bad for thinking it, but that worker really saved me there. People can tell I have feelings for our recruiter. Knowing I'm so easy to read, I feel my cheeks burning bright.
何の話だったっけ？ボイスサンプルよね。どうしようかな。ごめんね。最近ちょっと立て込んでて。
でしたら、まず自分で、寮の録音ブースで撮りますから、それを聞いてみてもらえませんか？それで、もし納得してもらえる出来だったら、そこから改めて、花芽さんに立ち会ってもらって、撮り直したりするのは望むところです。
おー、強気。そうね。それじゃあ、そうしてもらおうかしら。というわけで、愛の力作を待ってるわね。
愛はともかくとして、はい、頑張ります。
But the awkwardness of our last conversation, Kaname is acting like nothing happened. She's a real adult.
どうかした？
いえ、なんでもないです。
However, he's not telling me about Konotsu. Yes, that's the other side of adults.
すみません。あと、スケジュールの確認をしていただけますか？
ええ。ちょっと待っててね。
Kaname gets up and goes over to grab her scheduled book.
今のところ新規では入っていないわね。
そうですか。わかりました。ありがとうございました。それとなんですけど、何日か問い合わせにしていただきたい日がありまして。
Inquire means if any job looks like it may arise, please let me know before putting it on my schedule in industry terms. Basically, it's a confidential date. If I don't have work, I'll do my part-time job. If it work shows up, I'll put that first. I use it for days that you'd like to have flexibility on. When I have the live reading, I set my rehearsal days as busy, which meant I couldn't take work that day.
あら、そうなの？
はい。実は、寮費がちょっと足りないので、短期でアルバイトを入れさせていただこうかと。
Kaname has been aware of my situation for a while.
そっか。それは仕方がないわよね。いつかしら？
この日から6日間と、あと、この日もです。終日問い合わせでお願いします。
Point to the dates in a date book for her.
すみません。この前スケジュールはしっかり開けますなんてお話をしたばかりなのに。でも、声優のお仕事は可能な限り優先したいので、バイト先にも自分のお仕事のことは伝えて、理解もしていただけましたから、もしオーディションとか、お仕事が入るようでしたら、こちらを優先させてもらいますので。ですので、NG ではなくて、問い合わせということで、よろしくお願いします。
わかったわ。朗読劇の時みたく簡単に NG って言わないところにも成長が伺えて、お姉さんは嬉しいぞ。
もう、あんまりいじめないでくださいよ。
They do actually kinda look like sisters.
ごめん。
ああ、瀬野、来てたんだ。お疲れ。
お疲れ様です。
ちょうどよかった。これ見てもらえる？
On the paper, the chief hands over, it reads, radio show run by new voice.
今な、ラジオ局からこれからの女の子たちで番組を作りたいって話があるんだ。最近いい準備できてるみたいだし、候補に入ってるからそのつもりでいて。
はい、ありがとうございます。
チーフ、そのお話いつですか？
次の改編からだから来月だな。
はい、わかりました。
I might get a job. Got a job in radio. Something I've never done before. That's still in the planning phase. It isn't confirmed yet, so I can't get my hopes up. Know that. Gotta find myself looking forward to it anyway.
それじゃあよろしく。決定したら連絡するから。
ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。
Chief waves at us once more before leaving the office.
いつみ？喜ぶのは決定した時に取っておきなさい。でも、チーフからも認めてもらえているのは嬉しいわね。今まで以上に頑張っ。
はい、要さん。
He's right. I just need to keep my head up and keep moving forward. So first, I need to prepare that voice sample.
どうしたの長倉改まっちゃって。何の用事？
Tonight is a quiet night. Konoto and Kurusa are working, and Seno is checking in at her agency. Thinking of how it's the perfect time, I asked Shinjo to stay in the cafeteria after dinner. Yeah, sorry to ask you, Suzu. I just need your opinion as a woman.
女の子のことで相談？何それ何面白そうな空気しかないじゃん。
Can you try reading this real quick? I need your help as a woman, just like last time.
これ何？長倉舞台の脚本でも書くの？
No, not scripts. It's just a voice sample. Seno wants to redo hers.
あれね、知ってる。へー。長倉が書くんだ。新しいやつ。
I don't know how it'll turn out in the end, but I hope I can at least lay the foundation for her. There's probably some parts that seem stiff and don't sound like something a girl would say. Can you tell me if anything feels off?
なるほどね。
Whoops.
わかった。つまり、文章に引きがあるかどうかだもんね。そういう部分でなら、私も力になれると思う。
Thanks, Shinjo. That'd be a huge help.
ただいま。遅くなってごめんなさい。
Wouldn't it be better to make this sound a little more formal?
でもインパクト残さないと意味ないっしょ。これ系のコンテンツはさ。後半丁寧な喋りのキャラ入ってくるんだから、ここはもっと盛ったっていいと思うよ。
When I get back to the office, I peek into the cafeteria only to find Nagakura and Noah struggling over something. It's unusual to see Noah looking so serious, same with Nagakura, so I find myself watching silently. Could it be about my voice sample? Let's see. In that case, after that formal character comes in, how about we add a young boy part?
この前の朗読劇でやってた役みたいなの？
Yeah, exactly. It shows how wide her range is. We should definitely be highlighting that, right?
そうだね。いいと思う。それ採用。
You're having this so much serious consideration off of me. I didn't want to interrupt them while they were on the roll, so I decided to return to my room without a word.
ねえ長倉、いつみってさ、なんていうか、ほっとけなくない？いろんな意味で。
Shinjo abruptly throws out that statement. You're right, sometimes you can be so focused on something, I just want to tell her to try taking it easy every once in a while.
おー、いい分析。だよね。
But she's still here.
長倉がいてくれてよかったわ。
How did that come from?
私としてはさ、爆腕声優2名に囲まれたいつみが上ばっか見ちゃって、自分を見失っちゃうんじゃないかなーって、ちょっと心配なわけ。最近さ、朝っていつみだけトレーニングしてんでしょ？小夏とユカエルは朝食作り手伝ってて。
Thought something was up when she said she wanted to focus on training, but I'd gone so far as to think it was due to the pressure of being left behind by the other two blessed with work.
でも、長倉がべったりしてくれてるんならまあ、大丈夫かなって。
Like glue?
とりあえずエロスはほどほどにな。
Can you not make assumptions? Nothing has happened between us yet.
進展させちまえよ。告ったら即打ちだよあれ。
We're not rabbits. She's been bitten by the same perv bug that got K.
ありがとう、長倉くん。ノア。
When I get to my room, I sigh softly. I've got people cheering me on. I need to work hard. Don't have time to hesitate. Days pass before I know it. 10 days have gone by. Today is Sekadai's open campus. Not campus.
聖華大学園へようこそ。
Okay, I just checked over what if anything happened, and somebody just said that Roxas is the worst Kingdom Hearts character, and I will end this man.
「まだ受付がお済みでない方はこちらの校舎内受付所にてお手続きをよろしくお願いいたします」
Information booth this way! Broadcast Club has been saddled with the work of giving directions to people. The recording we prepared earlier is being played in a classroom to the full entire chilling horror experience. You can hear the gasps and gushing from the visitors we went to watch, praising the staff and Senna's performance.
ケイト、お疲れ様だ。これでも飲むといい。
Yeah, thanks. The morning session ends and it's finally break time. I've already taken care of my duties in the other classrooms, so I get back to the broadcasting room. Crack open the can of juice Tishin hands me and down it all in one go.
あと、忘れないように先に渡しておく。先生から本日の労働の対価だそうだ。
What could this be? Take a blank envelope from Tishin with curiosity.
アーバンライツのアトラクション無料チケットらしい。俺には不要なのでな。俺の分ももらってくれ。
I don't know if I have much use for them either.
妹君と二人で行くとか、妹君に全部あげるとかすればいいではないか。
Alright. Okay, I'll take him then. Thanks. Was it 3 months ago? It had been 3 months since that day I watched Kurusu on stage. Now he's still calling me with my first name. You never know what can happen in life.
ふう。納涼肝試しも盛況なようで何よりだ。
I was worth getting Senna on board.
少し痩せたか？
Who, me? Cocked confusion at the sudden question.
お前もそうだが、背直しだな。顔色も良くなかった。
Wow, of course the model would notice that kind of stuff.
心当たりでもあるのか？
Yeah, I've just been working hard on something for the past few days. Last night we finally finished Senna's new voice sample. We've been working late into the night trying to capture just the right take for a while. Makes sense you'd be exhausted.
ふむ。いや、そういうことではなくてな。背直しから疲れた様子が出ていること自体が意外でな。それは上を目指す役者としては褒められたものではないはずだ。どんなに苦しい時でも、どんなに腹の立っている時でも、マイクの前では完璧なパフォーマンスを提供する。それ、背直しはそういう準備を怠らない人間だと思っていたのだが。
She's tired. No, she hasn't been at her best lately. But maybe it's because I'm always with her that I didn't see the change like Teshin did. That's right. So I know he's always ready to march right into battle. Her body is always in top condition and her heart is strong. Just waiting for her chance. Is that balance starting to shift? After the opening campus, I entered the agency for the first time in a week. I brought the new voice sample for Kaname to listen to, and to find out how the radio show I heard about before was going. Chief still hasn't given me a call though.
すごくいい感じね。本当ですか？ありがとうございます。原稿も面白かったし、芝居も良かったわ。演じ分けの上に最近出てきたあなたの面白い一面がうまく乗っていたと思う。少年役も前に聞いた時よりもぐっと良くなったわね。どこに出しても恥ずかしくないクオリティよ。他のスタッフにも感想をもらうから少し時間をちょうだい。はい、よろしくお願いします。
Kaname seems very impressed by it. I'm just glad all our hard work shows. I get back and thank Nagakura and Noah
脇坂さん、お電話入ってまーす。
はーい。ごめんなさい。少しいいかしら。
はい、大丈夫です。
すみません、お待たせをいたしました。脇坂です。
Kaname walks away a bit to take a call. Glance around the office to see if anyone I could ask about the radio show was in.
はい、はい、わかりました。了解です。それじゃあよろしくね。はい、はいはい。
When the office door opens and the chief steps through.
おお、瀬野おはよう。来てたんだ。
おはようございます。
When he sees me, he greets me as
今
usual.
日はどうした？スケジュールの確認？
はい、それとボイスサンプルを新しくしたので脇坂さんに聞いていただきに来ました。
そっか。脇坂は電話か。それじゃボイスサンプル楽しみにしてるな。
すみませんチーフ。
おお、どうした？
この前お話をいただいたラジオの件って。
ん？あの話か。ごめん、あれバレちゃったんだよ。言わなかったっけ？
Of course I knew that was a potential outcome. But still.
どうかしましたチーフ。
ああ、この前話してたラジオの件な。あれバレちゃったんだけど、瀬野を把握してなかったみたいで。バイト入ってたみたいだし、忙しそうだったからさ。NG 入れてたよね。
いや、NG じゃないですよ。問い合わせですってば。
ああ、そうなん？まあ、すまん。
とにかく、瀬能に謝ってください、チーフ。
いや、謝ったって。お前だって見てたろ。
もっとちゃんと謝ってくださいと言っているんです。
The whole office is surprised by Kaname's outburst.
要さん、別に私は。
うちにも仕事はいろいろ来ますけど、どんな小さなものだって立派な仕事じゃないですか。若い子にとっては、その一つ一つが勝負なんです。そういう子たちにとって、仕事をもらえるかもしれないって思いが、どれだけ切実なものか。今回のこと、チーフにとっては100個ある仕事のうちの一つかもしれませんけど、瀬能にとっては人生を左右するような大きな仕事だったかもしれないんですよ。チーフにとっての問い合わせって一体何なんですか？誰にだって事情はありますよ。だからこそのスケジュールの問い合わせでしょ？それをうまくスケジューリングしていくのも私たちの大切な仕事じゃないですか。何のためのスケジュール管理ですか？何のための問い合わせですか？マネージメントってそういうものですか？違うでしょ？
んだよ。お前の説教なんか聞きたくないっつの。
Then do your job right, you massive dick!
ちょっと電話出るから。瀬野、お疲れ。
Chief raised his hand to wave before leaving the office once more.
要さん、私は別にそんなにへこんだりはしてないですから。もちろん少しはがっかりしましたけど。
いつみ、わかった。取り乱しちゃったわね。ごめんなさい。
No, this motherfucker wasn't doing his job right. He basically, derived her of a job which is important for her career. This one bullshit decision of his to completely ignore the way everything around the office works, just out of laziness, it seems. Because, oh, she's busy, I don't need to follow up on that. The problem isn't just that he decided to say no there. The problem is that he didn't even decide to, inform her of it. That's just a clear sign of laziness. How is this man still so high in the chain?
今は切り替えて、次のことを考えていきましょう。ボイスサンプル、事務所のみんなに聞いてもらうわね。
はい。よろしくお願いします。
Dejin's words have been stuck in my head all day. Now that he's brought it to my attention, I can't help but notice every little thing about Sino. When she got back before dinner today, her expression was dark. But when I called out to her, she just responded in her usual tone. She cheerfully told me Kaname was a fan of the voice sample. I should ask her about it, right? I don't want to upset her again like I did after the live reading. Huh? The phone I left on my desk starts to buzz. Hello? Answer after checking the screen to see who it is. Oh, she is hella drunk and I'm greeted by a slurred voice. Oh!
もうふざけんなよゴミカスクソチーフが
Kaname CG! Kaname CG! Kaname CG! And yes, I have merch on.
若い子に期待持たせて何考えてんだ最低限の気遣いもないやつがどうしてマネージャー業なんかやってんのよ信じらんない
Kaname, what's wrong? How many times have I been tasked with calming the outraged Kaname? She just drunkenly mumbles about the chicken place in front of the station and hangs up. Just can't help her. I just can't leave her on her own like that. And once I get there, of course, she's nearly collapsed over the empty glasses in front of her.
とにかくブルームがお仕事たっぷりの大きな事務所ならこんな風にはならなかった全部会社が悪いでも一番悪いのは私だ確定じゃない情報を伝えちゃったのは完全に私のミスだしそれに今回だってどうして先回りしていつみの案件の管理してあげられなかったんだろう
Seno isn't the only person you're in charge of, Kaname. It's not your fault. But to be honest, I'm pretty pissed off with that chief as well.
おーわかってるなケイト君はそうよそうなのよほんと許せない
Keito's like you say like he actually like has like a drink in front of him. It's like in a proper like alcohol glass, but it's actually just juice or something. Like you happen to know where he lives? Come on. You happen to know where he lives? No, no need to be shy. Tell me. I won't do anything. Sorry! Basically, to simplify Kaname's complaints, she told Seno about an audition a while ago, and the agency decided to go with another talent. Seno was brought down a bit, but then the chief manager mentioned a potential new job. But that job didn't pan out either due to misunderstanding about her part-time work situation. Even though Seno was willing to change her schedule, the chief didn't even bother to ask her to and dropped her from the job. That one must have been a heavy blow to Seno. Kaname is drunk after picking up a fight with the chief, and I'm here to pick up the pieces. Why not tell Seno everything you just told me?
そうもいかないわよ私たちは友達って関係じゃないんだからもちろん事務所の失礼を謝罪はしたけどこんな風に愚痴に付き合わせるような関係じゃないもの役者とマネージャーは
So she knows she's making me listen to her complaints. I don't mind. Getting a front row seat to see just how much Kaname cares about Seno makes me happy.
それにしてもケイト君と仲良くなってからいつみ変わったよね本当に準備が整ったって感じ
Prepped?
うんブレイクするための準備元からお芝居はいいものを持ってたんだけどねでもちょっと近視眼的っていうか役に入りすぎちゃうっていうかそういったただできるだけの子って部分からようやく一歩抜け出せたんだなって感じがするのよ
I remember you said you needed to take that step forward when we were helping her do that recording at the door.
そうだっけうんいい意味で役の中で遊べるようになったなって
Hang on, I agree that Seno's doing really well at the moment, but I can't say that's because of me.
私は愛の力だと思ってるんだけどな
What? Love?
ああごめんこっちの話ああケイトくん小夏ちゃんのことについていつみから何か聞いたりしてる
Seno and I saw the Konatsu's official affiliation together on the website the other day.
そっか。やっぱりもう知っちゃってたのか。この件に関しても悪いのは私だ。どう話せばいいかって考えてる間に時間だけ過ぎちゃって。
You wanna know what would be fun? If you actively like started a call with Itsumi, muted the speaker on the phone, and just like had his phone there, and she just heard everything. But it's not just Seno you haven't talked to about it, is it? You haven't told Konatsu either, have you? Of course, Seno was shocked with the news, but this could throw Konatsu off like it did when she was cast in Teogoni Online. It's not very professional for her. I can't blame Kaname for being unsure of how to bring it up. Seno's not the only one suffering. Kaname is clearly upset by the turn of events as well. Don't worry about Konatsu. I'll find a good way to tell her. But I think it would be for the best if you were the one who tells Seno. Can you do that? If I tell Seno for her, it might make things awkward between Kaname and Seno.
わかった。そうするわ。ごめんなさい。いつみだけじゃなくて、私までケイト君に頼りっぱなしね。
It's all just part of my work as the caretaker of my casa dorm. Anyways, I'm relieved to see that you're still as in love with Seno as always.
何よそれ。頑張ってる子には報われてほしいわよ。そんなの当たり前でしょ？
That is.
本当にね。一つでいい。一つだけでいいの。瀬能逸って役者を輝かせることができる仕事が一つでも取れれば、今のあの子ならこの先を絶対にものにできるって信じてるわ。でもその一つが今は難しくて、逸が声優としてキャリアを重ねていこうとするなら、今が一番大事な時なのよ。今が2年目。あの子がやれる子だって早く世間に認知させなきゃ、ランクがついた途端に切り捨てられちゃう。
Rank. Not familiar with that term, but that doesn't sound like that.
いつみ自身が波に乗れてる今こそ、事務所としてあの子をプッシュしてあげなくちゃいけないのに。
あらめ。
すいません、生地おかわり。もうダメだ。今日は飲む。考えるのは明日から。
What? And so I'm stuck with watching over Kaname as she gets herself absolutely wasted.
ケイト、すまないな。待たせた。
No, I started to call you out so suddenly I just didn't know what to do about her. I hoist a drunken Kaname up on my back and carry her out of the shop when Teshin hurries over to us.
本当にすまん。身内の恥というのはなかなか精神的に応えるものだな。
I think that very reminder of your family would say the same about you, but I'll keep that to myself. Not taking over for me. It's rude to say she's heavy, but she's a fully grown woman.
すまないが、公園の近くの国道あたりまで頼めるか。タクシーを拾うことにする。それまで今季を逃した哀れな女に若い男の背中の感触を味合わせてやってくれ。
Teshin, it's got you on that high horse. Not sure I can handle that. Be fair, I'd feel bad waking her up anyway. Yo, I like this CG. Like, this CG is really nice. It's just bro moment. I continue to walk down the shopping streets with Kaname asleep on my back. I readily enjoy her sweet scent, as well as the soft press of those certain somethings against my back. But it's all ruined by one sniff of her drunken breath.
最近は夜遅くまで酒浸りだったからな。一人で飲むよりはストレス発散になっただろう。
That's
ブルームは今小夏ちゃん推しでしょ？なんでその子なわけ？しかもこの前出てもらったばっかりなのに。
長倉小夏はもちろん。
そう言われてもな。一回出てもらってるし、ブルームさんばっかりになっちゃうわけにもいかないしね。
It's like she was speaking to a higher up involved with your probability of meeting God. Zeno did say that they were particularly impressed with her performance. But someone who has been seen her in act, but if it's someone who has seen her in action, they're more likely to understand what's so good about Seno.
そうね。確かにケイト君の生活一変しちゃったものね。小夏ちゃんは声優デビューしちゃうし。
Said I'd like you're not the one who pulled her into it. Kaname seemed like she was happy for Konatsu, but also like she'd made some miscalculation. Kaname said herself that she would have preferred to train her up over a 2-year period. I'm guessing that audition she planned on sending Seno to, but didn't work out. Probably went to Konatsu instead. Can understand why Kaname wanted to drink her worries away now. Oh, Tashin, I'd like to ask you something. What does the rank mean in voice acting terms?
ランクがつく？ああ、ランカーのことか。声優業界独特のシステムだ。平たく言うと声優は活動を始めてから3年目まではジュニア、4年目以降はランカーという身分で扱われる。でだ、どんな有名な役者でもジュニア扱いだとギャラは安く、逆にどんな無名な役者でもランカー扱いだと高いギャラが発生してしまうんだ。
Oh, so their cost isn't based on their popularity.
顔出しの業界とは違うからな。少なくともジュニアはそうではない。人気はあるがギャラが安い。ギャラが安いからさらに依頼が来る。そんな現象がこの業界では多く見られる。俺の苦しいもまだデビュー3年目。つまりジュニアだ。ランカーになる前に売れる限り名前を売って、ギャラが上がってからも業界から必要とされる存在でいようと画策するのはよくある話だな。
But in the Maya side, I see. If I understand what Kaname was trying to say now. If Seno doesn't prove herself now, and she gets bumped up to rank, or if fees go up, she'll be deemed undesirable by the industry. The more I know, the more I understand just how much Kaname is going through.
少し他人語りをしてもいいか。姉ちゃんは声優志望だったんだ。
Oh, I see.
だが才能がなくてな。いや、実は才能なんて大して意味を持たないのかもしれないが、あの頃の私には忍耐力がなかった。時々そう漏らしている。努力を続けることができなかった。苦しい時期を耐え抜く術を持っていなかった。そんなところだろう。だが姉ちゃんには人を支え続ける才能があった。
Like, this is very nice. We also get some development for these two. While they seem severely embarrassed of each other, they do very much care about each other.
同じような子に簡単に諦める選択肢を選んでほしくない。そんなことばかり家では話しているよ。そうやって夢が破れてもこの業界で生き続けようと思う姉ちゃんのバイタリティを俺は尊敬している。
Session didn't even bat an eye as he says that. Yeah, even I respect what Kaname does.
お兄ちゃんが正しいってことを証明か。いいな、そういう兄弟愛。
Doesn't Teshin share the same love for you?
あると思った？弟を間近で見続けていて。
See, he does.
性能師のことだったか？姉ちゃんの悩みは。
Yeah, it is. Did you know?
いや、ただの勘だ。
A hunch.
そうだが、そんなに不思議か？姉ちゃんがお前だけに愚痴を吐く。なら対象は瀬能しか妹君しかあるまい。
Really?
今さら自覚がないなどとは言わせんぞ。
That's not what I get it now. When Kaname said it was the power of love earlier, it threw me off. Even Jinjo said hurried up before. I've grown so close to Seno that before I know it, people are starting to think we like each other. I don't want to support her, and that feeling grows stronger with each passing day. I feel close to her. Oh, maybe this really is love. I can't deny my feelings, but even if I told her I like her, I'd only cause her trouble. Seno is in the middle of the most important battle of her life. And even if I have to have feelings for her, it doesn't mean she feels the same way about me. I don't think she hates me. How much I can say for sure.
確かにそうかもしれん。だが、俺から言うべき言葉はただ一つ。奥行きのある女にうつつを抜かす日和見主義者め、こっぱみじんに爆散しろだ。
I like the expression on his face there. I love this CG. This is such a bro moment, and I fucking adore it. It's great. What the fuck? Thanks. About a situation, tension will always be tension. Next day, I'm starting to prep for dinner. Konatsu arrives back at the dorm. She's had work from 4 p.m. until evening, so I don't usually see her back at the dorm until after dinner. Welcome back. Did you just have lessons today?
久しぶりに明るいうちに帰れたし、バッチリお手伝いするね。
She dumps her stuff on a table in the cafeteria and makes her way into the kitchen.
ごめんなさい。最近は晩ご飯のことを任せっきりになっちゃって。
Don't worry about it. It's my job. You do your parts in the part of the mornings anyway.
ありがとう。兄、よーし。それじゃあ何からやろっか。
Can you slice the cabbage for me?
了解。お兄ちゃん。今日、要さんからお話があったよ。
Oh, you did? Doesn't take much to guess what about. I was planning on talking to Konatsu about it when I had the chance, but it looks like Kaname spoke to her first. Scott is saying that you're all the stinkiest that ever existed and that you smell like poopy soup. So yeah, go beat the shit out of Scott now, I guess. No one else is saying anything though. Senua's part-time work from the morning. I wonder if she contacted me about it as well. So, she told you that she got officially affiliated? And Fox is saying that Meguru Inaba is best girl.
正直に言うとね、やっぱり私はどうしてもこの前みたいにいつみさんの方がって思っちゃう。でも言わないよ。いつみさんには絶対言わない。いつみさんみたいに素敵な人には絶対すぐにいいお話がやってくるって信じてるから。けどお兄ちゃんにこうやって話しちゃうのだけは許してね。
Azan apologizes for. Thank you for telling me. Pat on the head and her eyes narrow as she smiles gently.
お兄ちゃんがお礼を言っちゃうんだ。
Only as a caretaker.
本当に？もっと特別な感情とかがあるんじゃないのかな。
Soft smile turns into a cheeky grin. How long are you on about?
ちょっとお兄ちゃん、激しすぎだよ。
Pat quickly turns into a noogie at her smirk. First Ginger, then Kalamed, then Tesh, and now Konatsu. Everyone thinks that Tenno and I have a lot more going on than we really do.
お邪魔しても大丈夫ですか？
Huh? Oh, Kurusu, welcome back. You're early today. Kurusu peeks in through the door at the kitchen hesitant.
今日はアプリゲームのお仕事だったので。
おかえりなさい、ゆかこさん。
はい、ただいまです。ノアさんからケイトさんと小夏さんがたまにイチャついてて刺激強いけど頑張ってって
刺激ですか？ああ、確かにそんなことを言われたような気が。
I was just messing up her hair. All siblings do that. I mean, I do that. It's so funny how pissed off my little sister can get when I just ruffle up her hair.
お兄ちゃんは自分のシスコンレベルを見誤ってたみたいだね。
Okay, now I need to shoot Konatsu because after what I just said, it sounds like she's trying to say that I have like a fucking sister complex, which I'm going to end her for. I mean, honestly, I can't really deny it because I would beat the shit out of anyone who hurt my little sister. Like, I may be probably her biggest bully, but by God, I am her only bully, better be. Because any other bullies will taste my axe. What are you incriminating me for?
ですけど、ケイトさんみたいなお兄さんがいてくれたら幸せだろうなって思いますよ、私は。
Really? Well, aren't you lucky, Konatsu?
もう、お手軽すぎるでしょ、お兄ちゃん。
Oops.
ゆかこさんも帰ってきたってことは、今日は久しぶりに夜に全員集合できちゃいますね。
And the call comes in saying that Itsumi fucking passed out or collapsed.
そうですね。そうだ、それな、晩ご飯の後、少しお時間いただけませんか？やってみたいことがあるんです。
やってみたいことですか？
It's the first time Kurusu has made such a request. What could it be?
皆さん、息抜きにカードゲームしてみませんか？
Oh, what kind of cooking? Seno comes back from a part-time job, and after having dinner together for the first time in a while, Kurusu stands up. The request is something much more light-hearted than I was expecting.
カードゲームってトランプとかそういうこと？
トランプも楽しいですけど、こういうのはどうかなと思いまして。
She pulls out a multitude of small cardboard boxes from her bag, placing them on the table.
おお、何これ？見たことないやつばっか。
I don't recognize any of the games she's placing on the table either.
本当だ。あ、これは知ってるわ。人の姿をした狼が村人に紛れ込んでっていうやつよね。
はい、 少し前に流行りましたよね。
I remember playing that so often in class. No one would ever fucking believe me. Like at one point I was literally just, okay, I'm just gonna go out and say that I'm the fucking like, that's the weird thing that how it worked. Basically, the medium, instead of for our version of the game, instead of being like, okay, you can talk to the dead, the medium was basically, okay, you can talk to somebody, and you can basically choose somebody every night, and they're gonna tell, and the person running the game is gonna tell you, hey, is that one a werewolf or not? And basically at one point, I literally just sat there. Okay, I'm just gonna go right out and say it. I'm the fucking medium, and that motherfucker is a werewolf. And then he's gonna be like, no, I heard like rustling from his side during the werewolf phase. And turns out, yes, that was the case, because the guy next to me was also a werewolf, so they killed me! Bastards! Anyways. Especially since it was like rustling from a certain type of jacket apparently. But I had like a felt jacket. So it doesn't really like rustle too much.
ゆかこさん、こういう趣味があったんだ。
年に1回カードゲームの祭典みたいなイベントがあるんです。そこで面白そうだなって思ったものを集めていたら自然と増えてしまって。
へえ、ユカエルガチのゲーオタじゃん。
ちょっとノア、何失礼なこと言ってるのよ。
失礼なんかじゃないですよ。皆さんに私の素の部分を知ってもらえるのは純粋に嬉しいですから。
Kuzu seems genuine in her response. I'm flattered that she thinks of us so fondly. So fondly of us.
それじゃあいいですか？1時間くらいお時間いただいても。
はい、楽しみだな。どんなゲームなんだろう。
私もいいよ。
While the other two answer instantly, Seno hesitates. Must have been hoping to use that time for more training.
瀬能さんもいいですか？少しだけで構いませんから。
うん、大丈夫よ。
Most of us don't know any of the games, so Kurusu decides to go with the second most popular game after Werewolf.
で、これはどういうゲームなの？
金脈を掘り当てたい炭鉱夫さんチームと、それを邪魔するチームに分かれて、
So it's all
心理を読み合うゲームですね。多分。
You think?
実は私も初めてやるんです。持ってるだけで。一緒にプレイする友達とかいませんでしたから。
そうだったんだ。
Have you not had the chance to play any of these?
はい。お恥ずかしい話なんですが。
ユカエル、リアクション取りづらすぎるんだけど。
ごめんなさい、ノアさん。ですから、こんな風に皆さんと息抜きできるなんて、とても幸せだなって。みんなとおしゃべりしながら、ゆっくりした時間を過ごせたら、塞ぎ込んだ気持ちも少しは軽くなると思いますから。
So we all begin to play the game of which none of us know the rules. Surprisingly, we all got into it much more than we thought we would.
楽しかった。でも疲れた。
そうですね。頭を使うんだな、カードゲームって。
Despite it being everybody's first time, it went far better than expected. Seriously, I was shocked by how fun it was.
そうね。こんなに盛り上がれるものだったなんて、もっと前に知っていたかったな。
よかった。楽しんでいただけたみたいでほっとしました。
暇な時にちょくちょくやれるといいね。
そうですね。私、皆さんに出会えて本当に良かったです。この寮の一員でいさせてもらえてとても幸せなんです。
ゆかこさん？
お互いがお互いのお仕事を尊重しながら仲間でいられるなんて すごいことだと思いませんか？まだそんな風に偉そうに言えるほど寮にいさせてもらっているわけでもないですけど、この寮にいる皆さんは大変な業界を一緒に渡っていく大切な仲間です。そう思ってもいいですよね。
もちろん。
Seemed this way before the game too, but it feels like Kurusu's words are directed at Seno in particular. He's not explicitly saying good luck or I'm worried about you, but I can hear them in her tone. Everybody in the storm is a cherished friend, and we all support each other. That's feeling in her words. They're the kind of positive words that Seno would normally say. She's trying to remind Seno of the spirit she seems to have lost. It's around midnight. Said I went to the office today, so she must have spoken with Kaname. If she did, I wonder what's running through her head right now. How'd she feel about what Kurusu said earlier? Before, I was worried about whether or not it was my place to step in. But now in my heart, I know what my feelings are telling me. I sent a message asking if we could talk. Almost immediately, I get a text back telling me she's in the practice room and wants to talk there.
こんばんは、長倉くん。
Sorry to bother you during your practice.
ストレッチしていただけだから。
I see. Sorry this is so sudden. I happened to talk to Kaname yesterday and can't get it off of my mind.
そうだったんだ。今日、要さんからの呼び出しがあって、バイトの後で事務所に顔を出したんだけど、小夏ちゃんの性所属の件、話してもらえたわ。もう知ってたことだけど、要さんから直接聞かせてもらえたから、今はすっきりしてる。
It's great to hear.
どうしたらいいのかな、私。
Huh?
ごめんなさい。ちょっといろいろあって、これからのことを考えてたら。
Know her worries. My heart burns with frustration, knowing that there's no more I can do to help her.
少し前はいい流れが来始めてるなんて言ってたのにね。来栖さんにも心配かけちゃって。寮長なのにね。
So that's how Seno took Kurusu's idea this evening.
私なんかのためにあんな風に気を使ってくれて、今回の所属のこと、小夏ちゃんもきっと気にしてると思うし、もう申し訳ない気持ちでいっぱい。
Before, Seno would have tried her best to laugh it off and not bring down the mood. But now she can't consciously do
ご
that.
めんね。私、長倉くんのこと、愚痴聞き役みたいにしちゃってる。
You can vent to me at any time you like. I don't mind. Even if it's from the moment you get back.
ごめんなさい。
The more we talk, the more that burning feeling in my chest grows.
才能のない私の踏ん張りどころなのかな、今の状況って。
You have plenty of talent, Seno. I want to say it, but I can't. Can't forget those words you said to me before.
なら、長倉くんがお仕事をくれるっていうの？
If only I could give her work. This weird feeling of guilt stirs inside my stomach. I don't know about that, but as long as you keep digging your heels in without giving in, I'm sure your luck will turn around.
長倉くん。ありがとう。ごめんね。本当に、かっこ悪いところばかり見せちゃって。
Don't say that. Don't feel like you need to hide yourself from me. And you're not pathetic at all. You're amazing, Seno.
Eh?
I think you're amazing. I felt that from the second I moved in. If I knew that you'd become my hero. She looks away from me, but she doesn't try to run away. She's got a strong will.
ヒーローなんだ。でも、私男の子じゃないから、なんていうか。
That's all you have to say? Sorry, I meant heroine. But I don't mean like a female lead role.
長倉くんが私のことをどういう目で見ていたのか。それじゃあ、早くこのうじうじした感じから抜け出して、長倉くん好みのピリッとした私に戻らないとね。
That's not quite what I meant either. Of course, I know you're a lady, and I've always thought you were beautiful. Or it just slipped out. Sorry, I don't mean to say anything more so weird.
私が無理やり言わせたようなものだし。
Honestly, that answer hurts. I don't want her to think you only said that to humor her.
今の言葉ね、本気にしてもいいのかな。だから、綺麗な人だなっていうところ。
Yes, of course.
そっか。やった。褒められちゃった。
Her embarrassed smile sends an arrow directly into my
長倉
heart.
くん、顔が赤いよ。
So is yours.
赤くなっちゃうわよ。面と向かって綺麗なんて言われたらありがとう。本当にありがとう。
I finally said it aloud. My stomach finally settles. I just want to get through this difficult period so that Senu and I can be happy together. I want Senu to smile like she is right now because I like her. Senu Itsumi-Route. It's been a week since the dorm, and Nakoda cheered me up. My part-time job's over, and I head to the agency to check my schedule to see how they like my voice sound.
おはようございます。おはようございます。ああ、瀬能さん。お疲れ様。ごめんね。脇坂、今外に出ちゃってて。私でも大丈夫な用事だったかな。
はい。スケジュールの確認をお願いできたらと思いまして。
うん、了解。新規のお仕事は来ていないわね。
Looks like when I asked Kaname last time, the manager looked a little troubled as she checks me. Just like when I asked Kaname last time, the manager looks a little troubled as she checks my schedule for me.
そうですか。ありがとうございました。
Looks like I didn't get any work this time either. Perhaps I can at least hear what they thought about my voice sample.
すみません。脇坂さんから。
ああ、瀬能さん、お疲れ様。
お疲れ様です。
Now the manager makes their way over to me.
ごめんなさい、瀬能さん。ちょっと出かけさせてもらうわね。顔を出しておきたい現場があって。
はい。ありがとうございました。
Manager takes their leave with a wave.
さっき何か聞こうとしてたけど、何かあった？
はい、ボイスサンプルの件で。
ボイスサンプル？ごめん。何の話？
My stomach twisted at his words.
ああ、小夏ちゃんのやつかな。さすがにウェブに載せてないままって問題あるよね。こっちでも話はあってさ、来週撮ってもらおうかってことになってるから、大丈夫大丈夫。あれ？瀬能さん？
いえ、なんでもないです。そうだったんですね。それなら、よかったです。失礼します。
It's like this entire industry is collectively trying to give her depression as much as fucking possible. I swear to God, I will shoot every single one of these fucking managers aside from Kaname. Fuck them. I still need to go fix that. Fuck this whole industry. Can't go back to the door like this. Take a detour at the park. I don't think Kaname would have forgotten to tell the other managers. Maybe that manager's just had time to hear it yet, but the others have. Maybe not. If they had listened, they would have brought it up when I asked about my schedule. I wonder if the agency doesn't care about me anymore. It's not worth the effort of listening to my voice sample.
ダメ。
Can't let my thoughts go in that direction. I know I shouldn't, but they keep getting pulled that way.
私、事務所に必要とされてないのかな。
It's the middle of summer. This evening should be sweltering. But my body feels like ice. There we go. So vacation has finally come to an end. I'm walking around outside the dorm today to clean the outside of the windows.
長倉くん、火ばさみ貸してもらっていい？
Of course you can. Of course, here you go. Static and an empty
う
can.
ん。あっちにたくさん捨てられてたわ。迷惑よね。
At the trash picker and the trash bag to Seno. Seno was helping out the dorm whenever she has time, as always. Since that day, Chris tried to cheer her up. Seno's been happier. Her expression started dark once again. Seems pretty down in the dumps lately. I don't know what the reason is.
お疲れ様、二人とも。
あれ？要さん？
Turned to Sota's voice, and he find Kaname standing there. What's wrong? It's rare for you to come all the way out here. Now that I think about it, this is the first time I've seen her since the night she got drunk. This is gonna be a case of the manager that she talked to is like the new guy that's basically just going around collecting the fucking like all the scripts and isn't quite involved in too much stuff yet. So you basically like, oh, what do you mean? I just started here.
うん。ちょっと今日は外回りしてたから、そのついでにね。あと、いつみに話があって。ですね。それと遅くなっちゃったけど、ケイト君にお詫びをと思いまして。
Kaname follows the laugh as she looks at me.
本日はお日柄もよく、まずこちら、お納めくださいませ。はは。
Yeah, no worries. The second Kaname takes a seat, he pulls out some snacks she bought as a gift to apologize.
どういうこと？
なんていうか、迷惑料？
Yeah, something like that. There was an incident a little while ago.
イベント？よくわからないけど、そうなんだ。
For some reason or another, everyone but Seno and I are out today. So it's just the three of us sitting in the silent cafeteria. You had something to talk to Seno about, right? I can leave if you'd like.
ごめんなさい、気を使わせちゃって。
要さん、差し支えなければ、中倉くんと一緒に聞かせてもらえませんか
Is there gonna be a case of where she could actually get like a proper job, but that like chief manager is basically like gonna be a petty asshole and just give it to Konatsu instead, just to spite her because he got yelled at because of her? I hope not.
そうね、構わな。いや、守秘義務的にはちょっと構う必要のあるお話だけど。別にいいわよね、ケイトくんなら。ほぼブルームの人間なわけだし。それじゃあ、ちょっといつみと一緒に聞いてもらえる？
Well, if you to insist, but are you sure it's okay? I can't tell if Seno's serious, so I'd ask it to double check.
最終的には私、中倉くんに相談を持ちかけちゃいそうだから、一緒に聞いてもらった方が合理的かなって。
Seno usually comes to me for advice.
それじゃあ早速だけど、いつみ、実はオーディションが一件来てるの。
オーディションですか？
Seno's immediately interested. This is exactly what Seno's been hoping for. She has had her hopes dashed before though. So what interests me more is the fact that Kaname doesn't seem quite as excited about it.
これなんだけどね。
Kaname pulls out a paper bag from her bag, then some papers out of that before placing them on the desk.
難攻不落のシュバリエ。冬放映予定のアニメよ。力も入ってると思う。
Never heard of that title, but according to the paperwork, it's an anime adaptation of a manga.
ただね、この作品の音響、スターレスなの。
Second she says Stardust, Kaname's expression turns serious. I'm mad to butt in there here, but is Stardust that bad of a place?
逆ね。超鉄板、超大手の音響制作会社よ。ただ、そことコネクションの強い声優事務所があってね。まあ、簡単に言うと、クルスさんの所属してるクラブフットとべったりな音響制作会社のオーディションってこと。クラブフットのこと、あとそこのお抱えの声優以外がキャスティングされる確率は、ほとんどないのよね。
The destitute reality of the situation finally hits me. So why even bother holding an audition? To keep up appearances.
そうね。広く才能を求めているって言えば聞こえはいいけど。とにかくこのオーディション、役をゲットできるのは至難の業というか、ほぼ無理ゲーって感じなの。
So, then why are you sending Seno there? Just I'm about to ask.
ですけど、オーディションであることに変わりはありませんから。ありがとうございます、花芽さん。私、このオーディション、全力で取り組みます。
Seno speaks before I can.
いつみ？意気込みは嬉しいけど、あんまり入れ込まないで。って、こんな風に言うのは間違ってるって頭では分かってるんだけど。
でも、いろんな人に声を聞いてもらえるチャンスですし、確率がゼロじゃないなら、どんなものにだってしがみつきたいんです。
Judging from her words alone, Seno said it. What Seno said is true. But Kaname's reaction is fitting. You can hear the faint sense of sorrow hidden behind Seno's words. Didn't I mull over things as I rest my head on my pillow?
本当にね。一つでいい。
And this is the one job
一つだけでいいの。
That's gonna be the case.
瀬能逸って役者を輝かせることができる仕事が一つでも取れれば、今のあの子ならこの先を絶対にものにできるって信じてるわ。でもその一つが今難しくて。
Is that one job this edition? I get the feeling it isn't. I have to think this, but perhaps all Bloom has to offer Senna right now are these near impossible chances. According to what Kanba said, it'd even be hard for actors with outstanding talent to pass that. But it's possible to keep Senna from getting excited about this edition. Being nearly impossible isn't enough to dampen her spirits. What should I do? Do I cheer on or temper her expectations?
長倉くん、いますか？
No? Yes? From the other side of my door, I hear the voice of the very person I'm worrying about.
ごめんなさい、急に。やっぱり相談しに来ちゃった。
Senna sheepishly opens the door with a forced smile. Don't worry about it. Please have a seat. I gesture to the sofa.
ありがとう。お邪魔します。
Senna takes a seat on the sofa and looks up at me as she speaks.
長倉くん、いつも頼ってばかりで申し訳ないんだけど、このオーディション、絶対に撮りたいの。二度とこういうお話、私には来ないかもしれないから。
Couldn't think of any words to say to her after that. I'm happy to help you with anything you need. But can I ask you something? Kaname warned you not to get your heart set on this edition. How do you feel about this?
スターレスの噂は私も知ってるわ。でも別にクラブフット以外の役者さんが全く選ばれてないってわけじゃないもの。でもそもそもそんな噂とは関係なしに、私にはこのチャンスにかけるしか道がないから。
Someone who has noticed her seeming blue lately, I can't tell her any different.
お昼に要さんに伝えたことは本心よ。オーディションはやっぱりいろんな人に声を聞いてもらえる絶好の機会だもの。その機会を適当な意気込みでやり過ごすなんて私にはできないわ。
See, you're absolutely right. It really is amazing. You can feel the overwhelming determination to make it in this industry. This is what I lacked. I ran from it all. I used my father's passing as an excuse to run away from my struggles. But now seeing Sino before me, I noticed that burning sensation bubbling away inside of me. This delicate woman is doing everything she can to make her dream come true. What am I doing?
長倉くん、どうしたの？
Oh, it's nothing. Got it. Sorry for asking such a weird question. I'm not familiar with the industry, so I was a little worried. After everything you did, and to become the perfect little girl, this should be as easy as pie.
ええ、バチッといいお芝居を見せて爪痕を残すの。
I know you can do it. Knock this one out of the park, Seno.
ありがとう。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, it's gotta be really nice if you just sat there, so I'm gonna join in on this bet. If you get this role, I'm going to ask Kaname to enter the voice acting world as well. You got it, but I'm not very familiar with the series.
大丈夫よ。さっき買ってきたから。
Didn't even wait to have finished her sentence before pulling out a pile of manga from her bag.
まだ5巻までしか出てないの。お財布のダメージが軽くて助かっちゃった。
These are clearly new copies. Did you buy these for me?
ああ、うん。一応だけど。
Then let me pay for them. I'd feel bad.
それはダメ。私が巻き込んじゃってるんだもん。
Then I'll be sure to study them well since you paid. So, should we start practice tomorrow?
うん。今日は私もキャラの把握に時間を使いたいから。それじゃあ部屋に戻るわね。
Okay, have a good night. See you tomorrow.
お邪魔しました。また明日ね。
She gives me a gentle wave before leaving the room. After hearing Seno's termination, there's no way I'm tempering her expectations now. Won't help her. Support her. Can't deny these feelings. Thanks again for the manga yesterday. I only have the last half of book 5 left. It says manga. How many chapters are average in a manga? Eight to 12 chapters. So let's put this as like 60 chapters. I can do that easy in one night. In fact, I've literally almost did that recently when someone told me about the manga. My new wife is forcing herself to smile. Because by fucking god, this is so wholesome. While it's only 50 chapters, I still managed to read through it in less than an afternoon. After breakfast, when everyone has returned to their rooms, I got out to Senna, who was helping me clean. Kurusu is in her room preparing to go out for the day, and Konatsu has already left for training.
もうそこまで読んでもらえたんだ。ありがとう。どうだった？
It's really gripping. I like it. It's got a good story, and definitely seems worth trying for the part. But maybe a little too much murder for me.
それは確かにね。
A lot of people die in the story. It's a surprisingly intense, dark fantasy. Did you know about the series before?
ええ。面白いなって思ってて、新刊が出るたびにチェックはしてたかな。
You do? Surprised you're into that.
そうかな。もともとあんまりああいうのに NG はない人間のつもりなんだけど。
へいへいへい、あんたらノアちゃんそっちのけで楽しそうにしてますな。
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
言いたいよ、さっきから。ったく、久しぶりに早起きしたと思ったら、ああいうのもありとか NG はない人間とかワイダンか。
今の会話からそういう流れに持っていけるセンスに脱帽するわ。
Shinju, who slept in every day of vacation, enters the cafeteria after everyone's left.
今度オーディションを受けさせてもらえることになって、役作りに協力してもらうの。絶対に撮りたいから。
おー、いいじゃん。こき使ってよ、長倉のこと。ノアちゃんが許した。
Why she needs your permission?
そかそか。うまくいくといいね、オーディション。オーディションってことは、もしかしてユカエルとコナツトで同じ役争ったりすんの？
As she mentions it, I hadn't thought about that. I'm not sure Konatsu will be going to this audition. If she was, Kaname would have mentioned it yesterday. But Kurusu is completely possible. Kaname did say it was a sound production company that heavily favors club foot.
皆さんすみません。それでは行ってきます。
Kurusu arrives with amazing timing. Sorry, Kurusu, could we borrow a minute of your time?
はい、大丈夫ですけど、何かありましたか？
I grabbed the manga I had left at my seat in the cafeteria and hurried back. Forgive me for being so direct, but are you going to audition for this?
難攻不落のシュバリエ。いえ、来ていないですね。
そうなんだ。じゃあ思う存分やれるね、いつみ。
思う存分って。最初からそのつもりよ。でも、寮の人たちと競争せずに済むなら、その方がいいわよね。
どういうことなんでしょうか。
いつみがこの漫画のオーディションを受けるんだってさ。で、ゆかえるとこなつも受けるのかなって気になって。
We heard Sound Production Company likes your agency, so I thought you'd be there for sure. Sorry for asking you out of the blue.
ああ、そうだったんですね。スターレスさんですか？
Yep. Why she instantly knew it was Starless, all but confirms the rumor.
スターレスさんのお仕事には何度か呼んでいただいていますけど、その作品のお話は私には来ていませんよ。
So yeah, that's good. Guess we don't have to worry about that. Battles between the girls in the dorm will inevitably happen from time to time, but it's best if it can be avoided.
わかった。
And here Itsumi breathe a sigh of relief beside
で
me.
もさ、考えてみたら当たり前の話だよね。だって、その漫画って人死にまくりなんでしょ？そりゃユカエルには合わないよ。どう考えたってさ。どう考えてもいつみよりの。
That sounds very bad.
へえ。私ってそこまで殺伐としたイメージだったんだ。
はい、ぬぐくらと任せた。ごちそうさま。こら、逃げるな。
Shinjo escapes the cafeteria with lightning speed.
もう、地味に女の子としての尊厳を傷つけられた気分。
ノアさんは瀬能さんのお芝居がその漫画には合ってると思うって言いたかっただけなんじゃないでしょうか。
I think you're giving her too much credit there.
でも私もそう思いますよ。前にもお話ししましたけど、瀬能さんはお芝居が上手ですから。だから殺伐とかではなくて、シリアスなお芝居を求められる作品には重宝される役者さんに違いないって。
そうなのかな。ありがとうございます。
Seno's anger dispels at Kurusu's kind words.
スターレスさんのオーディションは確かにクラブフットの役者が配役されることが多いですけど、全てがってわけではないですし、だから頑張ってくださいね、瀬能さん。
うん、ありがとう。精一杯やるわ。はい。
あ、ごめんなさい。そろそろ行きますね。
Right. Sorry for keeping you. Have a good day. Take care. Kurus gives us a graceful bow that makes her way out of the cafeteria. I'm glad we were able to ask.
そうね。よし、頑張らなくちゃ。
We're now filled with even more ambition for the upcoming audition. Thanks to all the free time that comes with summer vacation, we're all able to dedicate ourselves to hours of practice. In the mornings, we start with reading lines from the manga. After lunch, we record a few lines from what we practiced in the morning. And now it's dinner.
本当にいいの？いつみだってオーディション近いんでしょ？
気にしないで。お昼にたっぷり使わせてもらったから平気よ。
そう？じゃあ、ごめんね。使わせてもらう。
Well, the dorm students asked if she could use the practice room to work on her dancing, so we let her use it after dinner.
じゃあ、長倉くん、食事が済んだら私の部屋に来てもらってもいい？
What? Konatsu is also dying. She said it so naturally, I'm thrown off guard. Even Konatsu, back from her lessons, jumped slightly at the proposal. Ginger is out for work this evening, so it's like she's not around.
聞いてもらってた通りだから、この後は私の部屋でどうかなって。もちろん、長倉くんが嫌じゃなければ、だけど。
Of course, see you. Okay, see you in a bit.
よかった。それじゃあ、よろしくお願いします。
いつみさんからお誘いがあるなんて。お兄ちゃんってば、まさか本当に好感度上限まで到達させたとか？
Don't be ridiculous, it's just practice. I told you about it before, remember? When Konatsu got back from her lessons, I asked her about the audition, and as I suspected, she had heard about it.
ごめんなさい。でも、私だっていつみさんのお部屋にお邪魔したことないんだよ。お兄ちゃんに先を越されるのは、ちょっとショックというか。
あれ？そうだったかしら。
そうですよ。でもいいです。今回のオーディションが終わったら、今度はいつみさんのお部屋でパジャマパーティーしましょうね。
ええ、わかったわ。
安っぽい言葉でしか伝えられないのがもどかしいんですけど、オーディション、頑張ってください。いつみさん。
Honestly, God, how fun would it be if he's like, you know what? Before the audition, you know what? Come back successful now, and I'll have a surprise ready for you. And it's gonna be like set up to be like him confessing or something. But he just like, as she comes back, like, I did it! Okay, wait a second. Do it. Just pulls up his laptop, opens up Bloom's website, and it's just like his profile on the like not even like the junior voice actor. He's already official affiliate. Like,
ありがとう、小夏ちゃん。しばらくお兄さん、貸してもらうわね。
もちろんです。貸し出し期限とかありませんから。
I'm eternally rentable.
いつみさんにだったら本望でしょ、お兄ちゃん。
What are you talking about?
テレテレのお兄ちゃんが見られたから妹はとっても満足です。それじゃあ馬に蹴られないように私はお部屋に戻るね。お邪魔しました。
Konatsu escapes the cafeteria, practically saying, you deal with the rest. That little... Kurusu's not the only one who worried about Seno, Shinji, and Konatsu are too. They just joke around on purpose to keep things light. But the problem is,
もう、小夏ちゃんめ。部屋に来てもらうの、変に意識しちゃうでしょ。
You got that right. Hey, it's Nakura.
わざわざごめんなさい。どうぞ。
Don't mention it. Seno's come to the caretaker's room several times now, but it's completely different when it's me going into a girl's room. His room is, like this. I could stare at it all day.
どうしてキョロキョロしてるの？
So it's just, sure looks like a girl's room in here.
一応そうだけど。でも、あんまり可愛らしいものがあるわけじゃないし、面白みがないわよね。私の部屋なんて。
Well, I'm currently looking at some very cute here in your room. Namely that duck. I fucking love that duck. Oh, and I guess Itsumi as well. No! I'm already satisfied just knowing you sleep with a giant stuffed animal.
あるね。もしかして子供っぽいって思った？
Not at all. It's very cute and girly. I didn't really expect it of you.
そうかな。だったらよかった。
Thinus breathes a sigh of relief. Oh no, this room's too much. It's girly and smells great in here. I can't help but keep getting distracted by this glimpse into her private life. This practice is important to her. I need to focus. Well, should we get started?
そうね。よろしくお願いします。
Push my distractions aside and prepare for our practice.
どうしてあなたがここにいるの？
I'm not using this one, by the way. I'm using the bro moment as a thumbnail. I don't answer to you.
預言者の正体があなただとでも？ふざけないで！
We picked two scenes in particular we thought would show up in the auditions since they really helped define the main character. It took us until evening to pick the scenes, so now we're reading directly from the manga. The why? Why are you here just now? There's a showdown against their respected master. You need to convey in your voice that they're the last person they want to fight. Oh, so vector to the heavens. Like, since I talked about Kingdom Hearts at the start of this recording so much, vector to the fucking heavens. Want some ice cream now? If you don't know, well, you don't fucking know. Your fault.
尊敬していたあなたにここにいてほしくなかったか。わかった。やってみるわね。
Also make sure to enunciate the chosen one. You said it too quickly before.
勢いだけで読もうとしちゃうと雑になるな。もう一回行くわね。
Okay.
どうしてあなたがここにいるの？
I don't answer to you.
預言者の正体があなただとでも？ふざけないで。
Oh, that was really good.
私もそう思う。なんていうのかな。こうキャラとしてより生々しい感じが出せたっていうか。
I think you're finally starting to put some depth into the character. In it, the chosen one part 2.
ありがとう。ちょっと気にして読んでみました。
Seno's an incredible actor. It's no easy feat to take feedback and apply it instantly like that.
でも今のは発音のコントロールに意識が行き過ぎて、お芝居の勢いが足りてなかった気がするな。
Really? Sound right.
ごめんなさい。ちょっと納得がいかなかったから、もう一回お願いしていい？
She doesn't compromise when it comes to getting the results she wants. Sure, if that's what you want. Try to hide the fact that her passion doesn't mean total law, but I'm worried it might have shown on my face. She reminds me of the most fundamental key of acting, having fun.
どうしてあなたがここにいるの？
I don't answer to you.
預言者の正体があなただとでも？ふざけないで！
That's good. I meant to ask this before, but at auditions, do you have to read it in front of them?
そうだけど、どうして？
When Konoto and I first came to the dorm, we recorded the audition for you. I thought maybe all of them were like that.
あの時は、そっか。前にしていたのはゲームのオーディションだったの。でもアニメだって、この前みたいなテープオーディションのものもあるわよ。
Called a tape audition? Yes, that's just one of those old terms that stuck. But auditioning this way must be much more nerve-wracking.
そうね。昔は入れ込みすぎて、不本意なお芝居をしちゃってがっかりして帰る。でも今は、そういうネガティブなイメージはあんまり持っていないかも。長倉くんがいてくれるから。かな？
Our jumps at her direct gaze.
茶化さずに聞いてね。本当にそう思ってるの。今の自分は、全部長倉くんがくれたものだって。
Most tempted to joke with, "What are you talking about?" But I do my best to resist the urge.
だから私、証明したいって思ってるわ。長倉くんがくれた私が、声優として通用するってこと。このオーディションで証明してみせる。
Her cheeks are pink, but I can tell she's serious. Oh, gee. Thanks. I'm a little flustered. You have such high praise.
それで、もしこのオーディションがうまくいったら、なんだけど。
Thought she paused mid-sentence, but looking closely, I realized she's whispering almost inaudibly. Huh? Sorry, can you say that again?
もしこのオーディションがうまくいったらね、聞いてもらいたいことがあります。
Something she'd like to tell me? What could that be? Okay, sounds good.
まあ、そんな話の前に、長倉くんのヒーローとして職務を全うしないとね。
Your title, huh? Despite Kaname's warning, both of us have our hearts set on this audition. And we finish practice, Naruto takes his leave, and I listen to his fading footsteps. He said it. He said it! I feel like I could scream at any moment, so I plunge myself into my bed. Before me sits the stuffed animal I usually hold tight at night.
女の子らしくて可愛いな。だって。よかったね。
Run my fingers along its soft fur as I wait for my pounding heart to settle.
だから私、証明したいって思ってるわ。長倉くんがくれた私が声優として通用するってこと。このオーディションで証明してみせる。好きですって言ってもいいですか？
No, it's gonna be a difficult audition, but even so, no, because of that, it'll be okay to admit if I pass that I like Narakura. With girls like Kurusu around, who would want to date someone like me who can't even get a job. So that's why I'm saying it. But if I pass this audition, I won't always be the one getting helped. I'll be able to stand beside him with pride.
あなたのことが好きです。
There's nothing I can say to you when you stand before me the way I am now. So I want to be able to tell you just this once. Because now that my agency no longer needs me, I may never get another chance like this again. I felt odd just now because the transition screen basically like faded, but I still like saw the outline of her hair and like it just felt weird. I thought the results of the audition would come back during summer break. But contrary to my expectations, summer vacation comes to an end without an answer for Sinnoh. Today marks the start of the second semester. It was his first day at the academy.
それじゃあ皆さん行きましょう。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
うわー、小夏元気よすぎだってば。
She looks sad.
ほらノア、フラフラしないの。
こんな朝っぱらから起こされてフラフラしないやつなんているわけないでしょうが。
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't dull this morning. He got like max 4 hours of sleep. Woke up. Say woke up, it wasn't 4 hours in one because I woke up in the middle of that like fucking heartburn of hell. And I just like laid there fucking awake. I'm gonna fucking fall asleep again. That's your fault for ruining your sleep pattern, not fixing it before school started again. Fuck you, Kate.
やっぱり緊張しちゃいますね。
We'll be fine. Everyone in our class is pretty cool, minus one person.
一人というのは。
Got a message on Steam. So I just got a random message from like a viewer apparently over on Steam. Don't worry, You're not interrupting the recording or anything. They did actually make sure apologies if you're recording right now. So that's very nice. Again, thank you. And very hard, very kind message. Yeah, you can see it. That is like very nice. I always like seeing conflict. It's like, hey, enjoy your stuff. It's the kind of stuff just immediately like lifts your mood up, you know. It's always nice to see. Thank you a lot. Now time to let you wait until this video comes out. No, you know, I said I'm thankful. No one said I don't get to be an asshole, but you know, just fucking anticipation play, I guess.
ああ、ごめんねユカエル。クラスに苦しいやつが一人だけいるんだわ。特大級の。
But he won't do anything weird. If he does, I'll eliminate him myself.
おうおう、よろしく頼むよ管理人くん。ま、悪いやつじゃないから仲良くしてあげてよ。
はい、もちろんです。楽しみにしていますね。
Senna, did you hear anything? Did you ever hear anything?
うん。さすがに気になって昨日ね、要さんに電話したの。そしたら、最終選考までは残ってるみたいって言われたわ。
Oh, really?
うん。ブルームで私以外にオーディションを受けた人には、当落の通知は来たらしいの。だいたいこういうパターンは、最後の椅子を争う数人の中に入った時だって。
See, I'll keep my fingers crossed then.
そうよね。うん。そうなんだけど。
Can't keep calm.
どうしてもね、期待もしちゃうし、いつも以上にそわそわしちゃって。
Can't blame her. She worked so hard to prep for this edition. I hope she gets a good result. Teshin! My phone buzzes. I pull it out and only to see I have a message from Teshin.
撮影で今海外にいる。アドレスを忘れてしまって連絡する手立てがないので先生に伝えておいてくれ。
The excruciating boy isn't even here! Why don't you just ask for the teacher's email and tell them yourself?
どうしたの？脇坂休み？
Yeah, he's overseas for a photo shoot.
うわー、珍しく仕事してると思ったらユカエルの学園デビューに立ち会えないとか、あいつ幸薄すぎだろ。
そういえば、テッシンさんにはユカ子さんのことって伝えたの？お兄ちゃん。
Of course not!
事前に伝えたら寮に突撃してきそうだしね。そりゃあしゃあない。
そんなにすごい方なんですか？小夏さん、今テッシンさんって言いました？それってもしかして。
No way. You remember the names of the people who write into your show?
はあ、やっぱりそうなんですね。脇坂鉄心さん。強そうなお名前だなって印象に残っていたので。
そういえば叫んでたね、脇坂。メール読まれた時。
We better not tell Teshin we told you that. That'd probably be too much for him.
確かに叫びすぎて失神とかしそう。
いくらなんでもそんなことには。
テッシンさんの愛って重いんだね。
Sinnoh stays silent, keeping out of our heated discussion. We pass through the gates to the school, and instantly the students around us start to buzz. They point from a direction with sparkles in their eyes. From a distance with sparkles in their eyes.
ま、急に人気アイドル声優が自分とこの制服着て登校してきたら驚くよね。
Everyone's eyes are on Kurusu. Yet she returns each and every one of their stares with a smile.
天使様がいる。ファンの名前はきっちり覚えるし、こんな風にナチュラルに好感度拾いにもいけるんだから、そりゃ人気も出るわ。
Once we enter the classroom for our entertainment course, everyone calmly gathers to welcome Kurusu's arrival. This could be all thanks to the fact that Teshin is away today. As soon as homeroom is over, we're done for the day.
じゃあ私、今日は事務所に顔出してくるから。
はい、いってらっしゃい。
Shinjo quickly gathers her stuff and stands.
ユカエルさ、暇だったら学園プラーっと見て回ってみたら？別に面白いものがあるってわけじゃないけど、いつみと長倉が案内するよ。
本当ですか？お願いできると嬉しいです。
Even though she offered without asking first, I'd be more than happy to show you around. How about you, Seno? When I glance over at Seno, she's staring absentmindedly at her phone. She must be waiting waiting to hear back about the audition.
ダバイシスべし。何いきなり。
Jinjo hugs Seno from behind, squeezing her breasts. Please don't bless me. I mean torture me with such a scene.
いきなりじゃねえよ、前振りしたでしょうが、このダパイ娘め。
ユカエルが学園見て回りたいって案内してあげなよ。
あ、ごめんなさい、気が回らなくて。もちろん案内させてもらうわ。
おーし、決まりね。じゃあお先。
Just a random hair on my hand. See you at the door. Ginger practically skips out of the classroom. Shall we go grab Konatsu and start the tour? Sure, Konatsu messaged to meet us in the hall, but
どんどん人が集まってきちゃうよ。
second the students see Kusu, they start to gather. Doesn't look like we'll be able to move about at all.
一度寮に戻る？
That's an option. Or how about we kill some time somewhere?
どこかって？
Well, that's one place that comes to mind.
部室って感じですね。
Lead everyone to the broadcasting room. Since it's the first day of school, there's no club meeting or broadcast today. We've got the room to ourselves. We're gonna rest here for a bit, then start the tour once most of the people have left.
ありがとうございます。皆さんで放送部に入られてるんですか？
放送部員はお兄ちゃんだけですよ。あと、
私と小夏ちゃんはたまにお邪魔するだけだけど、いいですよね、ここ。居心地よくって。
I'm gonna take a break real quick. Guess who's back? Back again.
はい。なんという格好。ワクワクしちゃいます。そのブースから校内放送されるんですか？
Yeah, we don't really do too much honestly. Just play music during lunch.
面白そう。
雨の音してる？
Huh? I might be right.
激しそうですね。
It's just thunder roars. This rain sounds like it's turned into a downpour. I glance outside. The rain's so heavy it's practically a typhoon. Maybe we should have gone back to the dorm.
気にしないでください。こんな風に部室でまったりなんていうのも新鮮で楽しいですから。
とりあえず雨情報チェックしとくね。
Nah, good idea. Konatsu pulls her phone out.
思ったより雨雲すごいな。もうしばらく降りそうかも。
Looks like we really should have gone back to the dorm.
まあまあ。でも雨宿りしてる生徒も多いだろうから、学園案内はもうちょっと後でだね。何か新着ニュースとかあるのかな？
She was clearly surprised by something. Glance over and see Konatsu grow pale as she stares at her screen.
どうしたの？小夏ちゃん、怖い顔して。
Konatsu jumps when Seno calls out to
小
him.
夏さん？
Did someone like send a voice sample of her into that audition and now she's fucking got it or something? Konatsu leans over and she also seems shocked when she sees what's on her screen.
何かあったの？見てもいい？
Seno and I look at Konatsu's phone together. There's an anime news website pulled up. Cast of Impregnable Chevalier announced, starring Yukiko Kurusu as the lead role and others. Seno's name isn't on the list for any of the roles, but it's not the only reason everyone is so shocked.
瀬能さん、違うんです。私
Kurusu stops mid-sentence. She must realize what that meant. Konatsu, normally great at saving these kinds of situations, is also rendered speechless.
わかってる。このオーディションがこういうものだったってだけよね。
Yeah, auditions are sometimes like that. That's fine and all. But when the person didn't even audition, then I don't think that counts. Like, you don't offer an audition and then then make the role, give the role to somebody who didn't even audition.
それは要さんからも言われていたし、不思議なことじゃないわ。
Kurusu didn't even take the audition. That just means connections were more important than skill to the company. That's typical. In my head that things like this can happen, but why does she have to be confronted by that reality like this? Why does this have to happen to Seno? Konatsu doesn't know what to say either. She tries to speak, but just closes her mouth once more.
別によくある話よね。ただ一つオーディションに落ちたってだけで。だからこんな空気になっちゃうってことがそもそも違うわよね。
Seno?
オーディションなら次のチャンスを待って。
Seno. She's acting like she's not angry about the results of the audition. But there are tears threatening to fall from her eyes any second.
なのかな。私次のチャンスなんてあるわけないのにね。
Like, the worst part is that they seemingly dragged it out as much as humanly fucking possible, and then they gave the role to the person who didn't even audition. That's the worst part. I feel.
ごめんなさい。りょう戻ってる。いつみさん、瀬能さん、待ってください。
I'll go after her.
ケイトさん。
I grab Kurusu's hand before she runs off after her. The room is suddenly filled with a loud vibration noise. It's coming from Seno's bag, resting on the chair where she left it. Konatsu take care of Seno's bag.
わかった。
It's gonna turn out that news, anime news site, got the wrong thing, and she actually did win. I rush out into the broadcasting room and chase after the flash of Seno I see down the hallway. I have a feeling I know who's calling, so despite knowing how rude it is, I open Itsumi's bag. The name on the screen and the phone is beside it's just who I think it is. I know I shouldn't, but...
もしもし、長倉です。
こなっちゃん？いつみは？
今ちょっと近くにはいないんです。いつみさんのオーディションのことですよね。
いつみ見たの？ウェブのニュース。そっか。こなっちゃんも今回のオーディションのことは聞いてるの？
はい。
そうなのね。事務所にはいつみのオーディション結果はまだ来ていないのよ。それなのに今キャスト発表のニュースが流れてて。
I'm convinced it's gonna be some dumb bullshit, wrong article made to drum up drama.
今回のことはいつみに会って話したいから夜に寮に顔を出すわね。伝えておいてもらえるかしら。
はい。わかりました。
よろしくね。
Hang up the phone and put it back in her bag. Yukiko looks up at me concerned.
ブルームのマネージャーさんですか？
はい。さっきのニュースのことで、いつみさんに急用だったみたいです。
そうですか。私、瀬能さんになんて言えば。
ゆかこさん。
I run with all I have, desperate to catch up to Seno as she zooms through the halls and out of the school. By the time we reach the park near the dorm, we're both gasping for air. Seno, wait! Seno!
来ないで! 放っておいて!
I'm close enough to almost grab her now. Seno refuses to let me get a step close. You can't expect me to let you run off like this!
今は誰とも話したくないの。
I reach out and grab her hand forcefully.
放っておいてって言ってるでしょ!
Can't leave you alone right now.
話してよ!
She swings violently, trying frantically to shake my hand off. Bo! But she falls over, dragging me to the ground with her. Sorry, are you okay? I just thought for a second that that's like like fucking edge, but no, it's just high on the ground. Jesus Christ. She doesn't look like she's hurt, but she's staring up blankly at the sky.
何してるんだろうね。何期待しちゃってたのかな。ほんと惨めだね。ごめんね。証明してみせるなんて偉そうに言ったのに。
Beautiful features twist into a sob. No need to apologize for that.
周りの人に認めさせたかった。長倉くんのおかげで変われたってこと。そしたらきっとちゃんと言えるって。でも私本当に声優としての価値ないんだね。もう全部おしまい。
It's not over. Why would you...
だって何にもできないんだもん。みんなが支えてくれるから調子に乗ってただけで。
The cries echo despite the loud storm. Can't stand this. I don't want to stay like this. I don't want to see the woman I care about losing to her emotions like this. Seno. Pull her hands away from her face and look her directly in the eyes. Please don't cry anymore. Look at her face, soaked in both rain and tears. Chased her dreams so desperately only to end up like this. The ropes crushed. Is all that awaits her the same miserable future of a failed actor as me, filled with weak excuses and regret? It's not a world that suits her.
追いかけてきたの？
Huh?
見られたくなかった。こんな私見たら絶対に幻滅されちゃう。
You'd never be a disappointment to me.
そんなわけない。呆れられちゃったもん。こんな終わり方ひどすぎるよ。やだ。こんなのやだ。いや。
Seno just plunges further into depression, unwilling to accept the reality. So much I want to say to her, but she won't hear me like this. It's enough, Seno. Jesus! That looks so bad from like a third-party view. Like from a third-party view, this looks like assault. This is not good. So I cover her lips with mine. I don't want to hear her cry anymore. Through our joined lips, I swear I can feel her pounding heart. She raised in shock at first. It's cold as ice from the rain. But eventually her body begins to relax. Slowly but surely her heat begins to ebb from her skin. I press my lips to hers, consoling her sobs. I wrap her chilled body in the warm blanket of my embrace. This still looks very bad from like a third-party perspective. The rain wasn't letting up at all. After our lips pulled away from one another, we stayed close to shelter each other from the storm. And it's only when we hear Konatsu call out to us that we finally snap out of it. The night passed, and the sun is so bright the next morning, you'd never have thought there was a storm yesterday. But now it's my heart that's trapped in a storm. The cause of this wild tempest is that moment. What's going on? I failed my audition, burst into tears, and then Naruto kissed me. Too much is happening at once, I can't process it all. The first solution, she's so confused to be depressed. Despite my thoughts running a mile a minute, I still wake up at my normal time and go through my morning routine. For now, I'll just go on my run. I still feel up to running. I was so ready to give it all up after yesterday. But I guess I have to cry my heart out. The drama of the audition is all in the past now. I bad moment at the park, Konatsu, Kurusu, and I returned to the dorm. Once back, they forced me to go take a bath and get changed so I wouldn't catch a cold. Kaname came to the dorm shortly afterwards to talk about the audition and apologize for me finding out before she could tell me. But I must have looked tired because she had to talk there. She sent me to my room and told me to go to sleep, and now it's morning. Yesterday just feels like a dream now. I remember it vaguely. But I remember that kiss from Nakuri Kura clearly. For now, let's run. Once I calm down, I can think about what to do next. Put my hand on the door, handle of my door, push it open, and...
クルスさん。びっくりした。
Once I open my door, Kurusu is waiting on the other side.
驚かせてすみません。少しお時間いいですか？それじゃあ中にどうぞ。ありがとうございます。
Was Kurusu waiting for me? Why? But I've done that with Narukura before. After the live reading, I just wanted to apologize to him as soon as possible. Now that I look at her, Kurusu seems absolutely torn up about everything as well, just like I did yesterday.
瀬能さん、今回のオーディションのこと、何を言っても瀬能さんを傷つけてしまうのかもしれません。でも、オーディションを受けていないのは誓って本当です。どうかそれだけは。クルスさん。
I'm such an idiot. I'm surrounded by people who support me, and yet...
こちらこそごめんなさい。本当にごめん。私、自分のことばっかりになっちゃって、クルスさんのこと、いっぱい傷つけちゃったね。
Place my hand on Kurusu's shaking shoulders.
そんなこと、傷つけてしまったのは私の方で。私、あのニュースを見たとき、クルスさんのこと、一瞬でも疑っちゃったもの。クルスさんがそんなことする人じゃないって、とっくに知ってたのに。瀬能さん。オーディションのことはもちろんショックだったけど、今はなんだかすっきりしてるの。たくさん泣いちゃったからかな。クルスさん、今度演じる役だけど、全力でやってね。あのキャラ、私大好きなの。どんなお芝居をしてくれるのか、楽しみにしてる。はい。瀬能さんに満足してもらえるようなキャラになるように、精一杯演じます。ありがとうございます、瀬能さん。いつみさん。お礼なんて言われる立場じゃないわ。私の方こそ、ありがとう。ゆかこさん。ただですね。なんでいきなり胸触ったの？せめて私の手垢くらいはつけておこうかなと思いまして。手垢？どういう意味？これからたくさん触られてしまうでしょうから、せめてもの一周返し、みたいな感じです。たくさん触られるって、いや、まだそういう関係じゃないよ。誰と？まだそういう関係じゃないんですか？ごめんなさい。ちょっと罠を仕掛けちゃいました。そっか。やっぱり勝てないか。いつみさん。それじゃあ私、部屋に戻ります。これからトレーニングですよね。そのつもりだけど。せっかくですから、今日は久しぶりに皆さんで朝ごはんの準備をしませんか？そうね。どうしようかな。
I know it's possible to not see Naruto this morning, but I still need time to mentally prepare.
ケイトさんには昨日のお礼された方が良くないですか？昨日は寮に戻ってからお話ししていませんよね。それはそうだけど。わかったわ。じゃあ体動かし終わったら食堂に行くわね。はい。それではまたです。
Kurusu leaves my room after a single nod. Made her worry again, just like the card game. Who's the real door leader here? And she just said I really can't win. So Kurusu likes him as well. But I can't. Even if it's Kurusu, I can't give him up. I won't. But am I good enough? If I, an unpopular voice actor with no work, were to confess to him, I'd just be troubling him. I think this doesn't get fucking better at this point. It's morning. After that moment at the park, we all escorted Seno back, and I took a shower in the caretaker's room. Kaname came to apologize to Seno, and I heard the situation from her. And after she left, I spent the rest of the night thinking. I had only one question to myself. Are you an idiot? Let's calmly reflect on what happened. Ah! I can't calmly reflect on what happened at all! Cute, the girl you like is crying. What do? A. Kiss her to stop the crying without asking her out. That there is a solid 0% of fail! What was I thinking doing that when I'm not even teaching? Anyway. What Zeno's up to right now? After her bath last night, she was holed up in her room and we didn't get a chance to talk. First of all, I want to know if she's doing okay, and then I want to be honest with her. I want to tell her I like her. There's a chance she doesn't even feel the same way as me. I wouldn't be surprised if she yesterday made her hate me either. I probably only trouble her if I confessed after she's had a chance to think things through. This is so... I once heard that love isn't logical. But that doesn't give me a free pass to make illogical decisions. I think I was the kind of person to take action first and then ask for forgiveness later.
When
I go to the kitchen to make breakfast, Quality is already there waiting for me. Morning! And no, luckily not. Thanks for all the help yesterday.
何もしてないよ。いつみさんもすぐ部屋で休んじゃったし。いつみさん大丈夫かな？こんなことになって。
What do you mean?
だからオーディション。それ以外に何があるのよ。
Oh yeah, that's right, sorry.
お兄ちゃん、今妹レーダーが不思議な反応をしたんだけど、あの時いつみさんと何かあったの？
What? Not really, why?
そういう予想外のリアクションをするところがね、怪しいなと思って。もしかしてあの時、二人の関係に進展が？いや、でも昨日みたいな時に仲を深められちゃう解消がお兄ちゃんにあるとは思えないんだけど。
Natsu keeps muttering to herself deeper and deeper. Keeps muttering herself deeper and deeper into a spiral. It's bad. My sister's hunches are extremely dangerous.
おはようございます。ゆかこさん、おはようございます。
Morning, Kurusu. Sorry about everything yesterday.
いえ、私は何も。風邪とか熱とか大丈夫そうでしたらよかったです。
I'm still kicking, thanks. Seno okay after all that. I was already in the worst for wear before running outside in the middle of that downpour.
いつみさんでしたら元気そうにされてましたよ。さっき少しお話ししてたんです。
Really? That's great to hear. Wait, did Kurusu always call her Itsumi?
ふむ。とりあえずお兄ちゃんからいつみさんへの好感度は上限いっちゃってるっぽいね。
あ、小夏さんもそう思いますか？私も同感です。
What are you two talking about? I can't believe that Kurusu's now teasing me about it as well. Aren't jokes like that Shinjo's division?
私だったらここにいるぞー！
I regret everything. Ah! Shinjo!
朝から大きい声出させないでよ。みんなおはよう、長倉も。小夏からチラッと聞いたよ。とりあえずあんたは元気そうだね。
Yeah, no biggie.
問題はいつみか。さっきゆかこさんがお話ししたみたいなんですけど、元気にされてたそうですよ。
はい。きっと大丈夫だと思います。
そうなんだ。そっか。んで、いつみへの好感度が上限いってるっぽいってのはどういうお話なのかな？お兄ちゃん。
She's the last person I wanted to overhear that. It's just another one of What's his wild delusions?
今さらそんな風に逃げるの意味なくない？お兄ちゃんってば。
俺が行きます。
って言って、土砂降りの中を傘もささないでいつみさんを追いかけていって、一人の女子として、キュンってきちゃいました。なんて、臭すぎ週騒ぎなイベントやったんでしょ？胸張れ胸。
確かに、あの時のケイトさんはかっこよかったですね。
I should be happy to receive your praise, but I don't think I can really appreciate it right now. What did you tell her?
盛り上がってるところに水を差すみたいで申し訳ないんですけど、あちらをご覧いただけますでしょうか？
As I'm told, only to find a single woman standing there nervously. My heart leaps the second I realize who it is. Suddenly, like you see that window to the that leads to the kitchen there. He just suddenly fucking like leaps through it.
いつみ、おはよ
う。おはようございます、いつみさ
ん。おはようございます。大丈夫？
うん。昨日は落ち込んだけど、もう平気よ。
そっか。それならいいや。
ありがとう、ノア。小夏ちゃんもゆかこさんも、昨日は迷惑かけちゃってごめんなさい。
謝ることなんてないですよ。前にお話しした通りで、私たちは頼り合っていける大切な仲間なんですから。
はい。ゆかこさんの言う通りです。
ありがとう。
って、あれ？今いつみさん、ゆかこさんって言いました？ゆかこさんもいつみさんって。はい。
これからはそう呼ばせてもらおうって。
そうなの。
それはともかくいつみちゃん、一人お礼を言うやつ忘れてるんじゃないの？
わかってるわよ。長倉くん、
Yeah. It's the first time we faced each other since that time at the park. I kissed those lovely lips.
ご心配を、おかけしました。
Sena bows her head. She doesn't have to meet my gaze. Heart is racing at just a memory of yesterday.
おーい、お兄ちゃん？
Yeah.
いつみさんも、もうそろそろ顔を上げられたらどうですか？
When our eyes meet once more, we're both rendered speechless.
あんたたち、匂いすぎて異臭騒ぎってレベルじゃなくね？
とにかく、朝食の準備始めましょうか。
そうですね。
Just having second hand embarrassment.
ほらほら、お兄ちゃんもいつみさんも朝ごはん作りましょ
う。わかったわ。
Seno enters the kitchen at Konatsu's invitation. Even while we prep breakfast, she keeps glancing over at me, then looking away. What a predicament. I'd probably only trouble her if I confessed to her before she had a chance to think things through. Oh, I take it back. It may cause her trouble, but I wanted to know how I feel. We all go to school together after breakfast. The classes fly by. Before I know it, school's already over. While I try and work out how to get Seno away from the group, another whole hour passes. But I finally figured it out. And I would have guessed leaving these in my bag would come in handy like this. Seno, can I ask you something? Tried to approach her casually, but ended up rushing over in seconds.
大丈夫だけど。
He just fucking like blinks next to her. Seno seems fairly surprised herself when I approach her. I got these from the teacher for helping out at the open campus the other day.
アーバンライツのアトラクション無料券？
Yeah, so you wouldn't mind. It might be a nice change of scenery. Would you like to go with me? Like right now? Her eyebrows raise in shock for a second before she instantly freezes. Maybe she's not up for something like this yet. That just happened yesterday after all. So you're probably not up for something like this. Forget I asked.
行く？
え？
行きたいな。 遊園地誘ってくれてありがとう。
Smile isn't as bright as normal, but she smiled as she said it. We head back to the dorm first, and I let Konotsu know I'm gonna be back late before setting off with Seno for Urban Lights. Seeing as it's a weekday, it's considerably less crowded than it was last time we were here. Everything is all going according to plan. However, I never really understood the appeal of merry-go-rounds when I was a kid, but those casual rides are actually pretty fun, huh?
そうね。ゆっくり景色を見ながらっていいわよね。
To respond whenever I say something to her, but the conversation doesn't go anywhere. I can't find a good opportunity to lead into my confession, so the conversation never really goes any further than my awkward icebreakers. Sun sets. I'm growing anxious as I fail to find the right moment. But then...
長倉くん、観覧車乗らない？
Huh? Sano suddenly suggests something. He's hoping to avoid ending up alone together since we were struggling to even have a conversation, but yeah, okay. Now to think about it, there's no much place for a conversation in there. Except when it fails. Because then when it fails, you're gonna be sitting there in this fucking gondola in absolute awkward silence until you can get out. Which would be a hell, I'm pretty sure. Look down at the rise and crowds of people filling the park below. Seno isn't admiring the scenery. She's only staring at one thing. It's only been 3 months since we saw Kurusu at that amphitheater. Follow her gaze to the large stage down below. Only been at the Maikaze dorm for a few days at that point. Her relationship with Seno had barely just recovered from pervert who saw me getting change status.
3ヶ月か。そっか。まだそれだけしか経ってないんだ。長倉くんが寮に来てから。
Right? It was more like 3 years than 3 months.
そうだね。私もそんな気分かな。
On that day, Seno was... I remember the complex look on your face as you stared at the stage.
あ、そっか。見られちゃってたんだ。
Sorry, it was just by chance, but it stuck with me. Alright, that's right. Even though it was long before my feelings for her had blossomed, I still noticed that.
何？
I just realized that I've always been watching you, even since I moved into the dorm. Start to unfold all the feelings I had hidden away.
私だって、そうだよ。長倉くんのこと、舞風寮に来てくれた時から、ずっと見てた。
え？
そんなに意外？
Yeah, I didn't think you thought of me like that.
そっか。最初はね、いろんな人への気配りがすごくて、何なんだろうこの人って思ってた。初めて寮に来た時に、料理で寮生みんなを説得してくれた時もそうだし、ゆかこさんが初めて寮に来た時だってそう。いつでも周りに気を配って、気遣って。疲れちゃわないのかなって、ちょっと心配に思ってた。
You want to talk? You're dedicated. You're dedicated to your work. You're both student council president and dorm leader, and you train every morning. Before I knew it, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you.
そうなんだ。知らない間に心配かけちゃってたんだ。私ね、前の学校ではちょっと浮いちゃってて、上手に人の輪の中には入っていけない感じだったの。
Could have fooled me. I could have imagined that the Seno I know was ever like.
よくおしゃべりする友達もいたけど、本音で話し合ったりするかって言えば、そういうわけじゃなくって、一人にならないための関係って言ったら、ちょっと言い過ぎかもしれないんだけど、自分を装ってたのよね。そんな風に生活してたんだけど、ある日ね、劇団に入ってた友達のお芝居を見て、ああ、これだって思って、でも親には反対されちゃって、入所金が安くてお芝居が習える場所を探してたら、
That's when you found Production Blue.
うん。 特待生のオーディションに受かったから、それで。
Getting into a kid's acting agency. Sure doesn't sound cheap. I had to rely on my parents to do some
養
myself.
成所に入って、それから学園に入って、舞風寮に入寮して、目指す目的が同じ人たちと出会って、やっと自分の居場所に巡り会えたって、そう思ったの。だからかな。その場所を守りたいって思っちゃうっていうか。
See, I totally understand where you're coming from. She was just aiming to succeed as a voice actress. She could just as easily leave the student council and the dorm to someone else. But I feel like her reasoning for not doing that is truly powerful. This industry sure can be tough.
昨日も味わっちゃったしね。
You're really strong, Seno.
そんなことないよ。長倉くんの方が、私なんかよりメンタルずっと安定してるじゃない。
That's not true. I've been stuck in the same rut for nearly a year now. After laying her heart bare with me like that, I had to do the same. It's been about a year since I became an ex-actor. Before I joined the academy, we lost my dad. Couldn't help but question if it was really okay for me to keep going at that point. Guess you could say the spell of acting had broken for me. My worldview just changed. If I knew it, I was struggling with even the simplest of roles. As I was spinning my wheels, my mom's back got worse, so I took her over for her at the dorm. That's when I met you. First you were a star in my eyes, too bright to even look at. Overflowing with a passion for the art of acting, it almost hurt to watch you. Seeing you work so hard, it inspired me, reignited my own passion. I'm going to pursue acting again, because that's what I love. Yes, that's what's happening in this round. Yes! Nice!
長倉くん。
And there's one more thing I need to say to you for inspiring me. I like you, Sino. I really like you. I'm sorry for kissing you so suddenly like that yesterday. Afterwards, I really skipped myself up a few skipping steps. But I'm not just saying this now because of that. I hope you would please understand that.
本当に。
Of course, I apologize if I hurt you.
夢みたい。もう言えなくなっちゃったんだって昨日は思ってたのに。好きだよ。私も好き。ずっとね、言えたらって思ってた。
So.
昨日のことはびっくりしちゃったけど、傷ついてなんかないよ。
I feel like you can see like the difference between this for me and Konatsu's route for me, because right now I've been recording for 3 hours and it's 2 a.m. This is bad. Still think about the whole like streaming Kingdom Hearts thing on Saturday and Sunday instead of recording. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do that this week. Just stream Kingdom Hearts. It'll be fun. Of course, I will play the game in order of release instead of in order of timeline, because that would be so mindfuck. Hey, it's supposed to touch y'all's experienced journey with me, so y'all know who the funny man with the big key is from Smash. Anyways.
そういうことできたらいいなって思ってたことだし。でもね、やり直せたら嬉しいかな。ファーストキスが悲しい記憶とセットなのはどうかなって思うし。
Your first kiss?
当たり前でしょ。長倉くんは
Was my first too.
そうなんだ。ならおあいこね。
See, yeah, you're right. I leaned forward, my face inching closer to hers. Say no. No, Itsumi.
名前。
Yesterday I stole her lips with a forceful kiss. But not this time. This time we share a sweet kiss, sealing the promise of our feelings. I feel her warmth through this kiss. It's a blissful moment. At least it was supposed to be. I pull away and it instantly turns away from me. Sorry, did I do something wrong?
名前、急に呼んじゃうのはずるくない？私だってずっと前から名前で呼びたかったのに、先を越されちゃうし。
I did?
そうだよ。ゆかこさんに名前で呼ばれて、デレデレしてるの見てて、私だってってずっと思ってたんだから。
He doesn't call Yukako Yukako though. He still calls her Kurusu. Then why don't we start now? Can be on a first name basis from now on.
今すぐ
I'm gonna start calling you Itsumi. I'll proudly say it in front of the others and for the rest of my life.
一緒なんだ。それじゃあ、ケイト、好き。
Her soft whisper sends a jolt through my body. The words calm me yet excite me simultaneously. Itsumi, I really like you too. Press my lips to hers once more. This time it's a more abrasive than before. But like I'm holding her in my arms. This precious lover, who I love more than anything else, anybody else. Oh God, I just want like this after credit scene where the two of them just become household names.
どうしたらいいかとか、本当に迷っちゃうんだね。キスって。
You're right.
あのね、私昨日から本当に変なの。普段の私だったらオーディションのこともっともっと引きずってる。あの時キスされるまでね。声優やめようって思ってたくらいなんだから。でもね、今はオーディションのこと気にならないっていうか、仕方がないって割り切れてるの。
And then comes the message like, hey, that news article was a falsified leak done by some troll, and she actually got the role.
頭の中ケイトでいっぱいになっちゃったからかな。
Is that a good thing?
うん、もちろん。ケイトがいてくれなかったら、私はきっと夢を諦めちゃってた。さっきもね、私のこと強いって言ってくれたけど、本当にそんなことないんだよ。精一杯強がってるだけなんだから。昨日見られちゃったのが本当の私。
Maybe we can be stronger together, you and me.
うん。そうなりたいな。ケイトのこと。たくさん話してくれてありがとう。これからももっといろんなこと聞かせてほしいな。大好きな彼氏のこと。もっと知りたいし。
I want to know more about you too, Itsumi. You're my precious girlfriend after all.
うん。
So Itsumi's like best girl. That much is obvious at this point. After we go back to the dorm, are you busy? Be nice to take our time and talk more.
あ、
Oh, that's
そう
gonna be a sex scene, isn't it?
時間はあるけど。
Great. Could you meet me in the caretaker's room then?
うん。わかった。準備できたら行きます。
Parrot? You don't need to do anything.
あ、そうね。準備できたら。
He's going there like prepared the
行
fuck.
くね。
And he's just gonna be sitting here like, let's just like sit back on the couch and just watch a movie and cuddle. And she's just gonna be sitting there, like, fully, like, prepared for her first time. Like, wow, this is awkward. Thanks, I'll be waiting. It was nice to say those words, sir. My heart is jumping for joy inside my chest. There we go. Get back to the dorm, have dinner, and I return to my room. This bad. Yesterday wasn't the biggest moment of my life. After we go back to the dorm, are you busy? It'd be nice to take our time and talk more. That means...
ご休憩どうですかっていうこと
Knock boots! I've never heard of that one before. Wait, Itsumi, calm down. Calm yourself. I mean, Kaito isn't the kind of guy who would suddenly ask for that. If I've jumped to conclusions, I'll die of embarrassment. But I don't want to be the kind of girlfriend who can't take a hint.
もうどうして今までこういうことの情報私には関係ないなんて思って生きてきたの
What now? No, she'll just make fun of me. I haven't even told everyone that we're dating yet. I have to handle this on my own.
とりあえずお風呂行こう
It's gotta be against the rules to show up covered in sweat at the very least. After getting back to the caretaker's... Whoops, that's the wrong one. I want to like get rid of the game. Thank you. After getting back to the caretaker's room and taking a shower, I start tidying up. My girlfriend's coming to see the place. It needs to be impeccable. I'm dating Sinnoh, but I mean Itsumi. Him though, it's what I dreamed of. I didn't expect it to actually come true. Didn't even calm myself down. I can't even calm myself down. Either way, I need to pull out my book and get some studying in. Pull out the book ahead in the back of my bookshelf and start to carefully study it. It'd be easy to go online and find videos, but this book and I go way back. Analog it as it is, this book is my secret weapon. So he is trying to fuck. Okay, and ignore that noise. It's a bit sad to know we may part ways someday, but I'll be sure to use what I learned from you well, my dear friend.
ごめんください
It's open! Every time it catches me by surprise, my voice cracks when I respond. I return the book to its hiding spot with lightning speed. Take a deep breath before running over to the door. Sorry to keep you wait.
こんばんは
Itsumi's in her pajamas, and she looks warm, fresh out of the bathroom. This is a true sight for sore eyes.
どうかしたかな
No, sorry. Come on in.
ありがとうお邪魔します
When she passes by me, the soft scent of her shampoo hits my nose. Slight as it may be, I can feel my cheeks heating up. This girlfriend of mine is testing my gentlemanly manners right off the bat.
なんでかなドキドキしちゃうねもう何度かこの部屋にも入れてもらってるのに
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm pretty nervous myself. No, I'm not. I'm freaking terrified! She comes into my room dressed like that, even though I take it the wrong way.
ケイト私大丈夫だからね
Huh? I'm surprised by her sudden statement, but I know it's about her audition. Alright, I'm glad you were able to get over it so quickly.
吹っ切れたああそうね確かに勇気を出し切った感じはあるかもやっぱりそういう意味だったんだ
A front? Honestly, the most important thing is to just try and relax and not stress over it, even if it doesn't end up going well.
そうねでも初めてなんだから誰だってこうなっちゃうんじゃないかな
First time?
初めてだよキスもしたことなかったんだから当たり前でしょ
Wait! We're talking about the audition, weren't we?
オーディション何が
I mean, you said you were prepared! Itsumi flushes red at my words. That reaction means... Did I misunderstand? Did I misunderstand? I can't follow the conversation at all. Could you tell me what you mean? She flatly refuses.
そもそもケイトが意味深なことを言うからいけないんだもん。お付き合いするってなって部屋に呼ばれたらそういう意味かなって思っちゃうじゃない。
He's got a TV. It's a private space because the actual private the actual living room where you would be able to watch TV is public, so you wouldn't have a privacy there. So it's alright to just use this as some substitute living room to just sit back on the couch, watch a movie, and cuddle and just have a nice old cozy time with a nice blankie, maybe some tea, maybe some snacks. Just order like a pizza or something. Just lean back, sit back, relax, just have a nice old time. Just nicely snug, both wrapped in a blankie. What? I'm not fucking lonely. What the fuck do you mean? Anyways. But although she flatly refuses, she immediately proceeds to angrily spell it out for me. Which means she came here dressed in her pajamas because... I'm sorry, it's me! I pulled her towards me, breaking her out of her angry kitten-like stance she was in. And I hug her tight. Really sorry. Used so much strength to come in like this, I didn't notice. Also, when I saw you dressed like that, I was instantly in the mood, but didn't want to force you or misinterpret things. Sorry. The urge I had suppressed after seeing your warmed body is quickly coming back to me.
そっか。そういう気分になってくれてたんだ。よかった。
You are?
いいに決まってるでしょ。女の子だってね、性欲あるんだよ。大好きな人と触れ合いたいって変なことじゃないよね。
Yeah, nothing wrong at all. With her heat and scent pressed up against me, I leaned forward and pressed my lips to hers. If I touched, but her lips are soft. This absurdly contradictory body of hers. To tighten my hold on her, pulling us closer together. There you go, you read it.
このまましよう。ケイトに私の初めて
There you go, you read it.
もらってほしい。
Oh, it is actually technically...
星なのに暑い。
I can show this, technically. So I'm just gonna show it. It's like the stare, yes, how very intriguing. Anyways, sexy. Say afterwards. Day done, but sadly, it's an an after sex CG where the nip would still be under the text box when it vanishes. So, for safety's sake, I'm gonna be reading everything. The lights are really bright, so I switched them off before settling into bed with Itsumi. After all that exercise, my exhaustion hits me the second I lie down.
ケイト、
What is it, Kato? You're grinning to yourself, Itsumi says.
さっきから
No, it's
なんだか。
What? That's not fair. I don't want any secrets between us,
隠し
Itsumi
事は
says.
しないでほしいんだ
It's
けど。
nowhere near important enough to be called a secret. I was thinking back to that time at the park when Itsumi and I were talking about having kids. I think to myself that we might make that dream a reality. I can't help but smile.
大
I'll
全
get
部
it out
聞
of
き
you
出しちゃうからね。
eventually. The night's still young,
夜
Itsumi
はま
says.
だまだ長いん
I
だから。
think my girlfriend would be one to say I'm not letting you sleep. I
そ
didn't
ん
mean it in
な
a
エッチな
sexual
意味
way,
のつもり
Itsumi
じゃな
says.
かったんだけど。
I'd say we're about as young as the night, though. Jeez, how did I end up with such a perverted boyfriend again, Itsumi says. By being too perfect a girlfriend. I don't lie. The woman at my side is an incredible girlfriend. Can't be blamed for wanting to love her all night long. It was probably supposed to be how did I end up with such a perverted boyfriend again? More like that, yes. Can't be blamed for wanting to love her all night long.
ケイト、
Kato, thank you for being so
Arigato.
kind. But you were
た
also
くさ
kind
ん
of a
優
tease,
しくして
Itsumi says.
なんて言う
It
の
was,
かな。
well, a wonderful first experience, Itsumi
So-
says. Yeah, same here. Thanks for bearing
素
through it,
敵な
Itsumi.
初体験になっちゃった。
I promise. I'll always take good care of you.
うん。
Thanks, I was happy to be with you.
Arigato.
You make me so happy, Itsumi says. And then they kiss. We share a few passionate kisses. It's a wonderful moment we have together. together lasts until the night turns to day. Though that, I thought that by going from friends to lovers, there'd be some change in our lives. But next, nothing's changed.
おはよう。今日も早いのね。
おはようございます。あ、いえいえ、さっき来たばかりですよ。
Itsumi joined us for breakfast duty for the first time in a while, and our daily days continue as normal.
おはよう。長倉くん。
Yeah, morning. Seno, we still haven't told everyone about our relationship yet. We're not trying to keep it a secret or anything, we just haven't found the right timing.
あれから何日も経つんだし、もうそこまでギクシャクしなくてもいいと思うんですけど。
ごめんなさい。ちょっとね、つい、いろいろあったから。
おはようございます。ごめんなさい、遅くなってしまって。
Morning, Kusu. I feel like the worry that clouded everyone's expressions has finally started to dissipate. And my Cazadorm is back to its lively self at long last.
いつみさん？それで、そのいろいろの中身はいつ教えてもらえるんですか？
なんだか楽しそうなお話をしている予感。いつみさん、何か隠し事があるとか？
隠し事？なんだろう。よくわからないな。ほらほら、お料理しちゃいましょう。ゆかこさんも早く。
Looks like there's been a change in Itsumi and Kurusu's relationship too. Do I know it? They're calling each other by their first names. Once we finish breakfast, we all head to the school as a group.
おう、ケイト。久しいな。この前は悪かった。
Ah!
なんだみんなして。やぶから。
脇坂さんですか？はじめまして。クルスと言います。
That's the scene from the video last time I showed. I accidentally, in a way, spoiled myself for saying a line in that Sayani video. Teshin meets Kurusu before we can even explain, and he totally freaks out. But apart from that, it was just another ordinary school day. Kurusu melds right in. Shinjo takes her actual lunch leave, and once classes are over...
長倉くん、帰りに買い出しに行くのよね。付き合うわ。
Really? Thanks. Let's get going then. We go shopping on our way back to the dorm, and prep for dinner. Up to that point, there's no change in our schedule at all. The only difference is what happens after that. Let's 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Assist Itsumi with her exercise in the evening.
お疲れ様。
Drunk quite a bit. Should we take a little break?
そうする。
It's our only chance during the day to take our time and enjoy each other's company. It's become a very important time slot for us. I never really admired her athletic gear until now. Gotta say, turning into a fan. I have to say that, as her boyfriend, being able to touch her hot and sweaty body after a long workout is a pretty sweet deal.
ケイト、なんだか目つきいやらしくない？
What the? I don't know what you're talking about. A boosh?
だいって。もう、そんなにジロジロ見られたら恥ずかしいよ。この前のこと思い出しちゃうじゃない。
Ah! My girlfriend is the cutest girl in the world! I want to pick her up and spin her around. She's the cutest and also the best. Hey, Itsumi. Honestly, I want to take this precious girlfriend of mine out on a date. Sorry, never mind. But I get tongue-tied just as I'm about to ask.
何？気になっちゃうじゃない。教えて。
Well, even if she's gotten over the audition thing, still haven't gotten any work. I'd not be in the mood to go out on a date.
教えてくれないんだ。なんだか遠ざけられた気分。
That wait, I don't mean to be like that. It's just I was just thinking it might be fun on the day.
デート？嬉しい。行きたい。ケイトとデートしたいな。
Really?
当たり前でしょ。大好きな人とゆっくり過ごすなんてとっても幸せだと思うんだけど。
Yeah, it'd definitely be fun. No doubt about it. It's just I was just worried about how you might be feeling these days.
あ、そうだったのね。ありがとう。優しいね、ケイトって。お仕事に関してはね、今は考えすぎても仕方ないって思うようにしたの。思うようになれたのかな。全部だからこの前みたいにもうチャンスなんかないみたいには考えていないから安心して。
Up until recently, she'd always put on a strong front so that people wouldn't worry about her. But now when I look at her, all I see is a bright smile on her face. She isn't lying to me. Well then, how about we gonna go on a date this weekend?
嬉しい。楽しみにしてる。
I need to come up with a plan for what we're going to do. I never imagined to get to experience such happiness.
ケイト、私からもちょっといい？
Of course, what is it?
私たちのことなんだけどね。みんなに話すべきかな。
Yes, something I was already thinking. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Everybody at the dorm will probably be pretty surprised, but I don't mind them knowing. No one is going to be surprised. We're feeling up to it. Should we start off by telling Konatsu right now?
ケイトと一緒にっていうのも嬉しいけど、小夏ちゃんには私の方から話させてもらえないかしら。ゆかこさんとは話す機会があったんだけど、小夏ちゃんとは今回のことについてだったり、これまでのことだったりってまだゆっくり話せていないの。きっと長い間私のことで気苦労をかけさせちゃったと思うから。
And you were calling me, good. Thanks for caring about my sister so much. I'll leave it to you then. As Itsumi said, Konatsu has been worried about about their friendship. If they're going to talk about something sensitive like that, it's better for me not to be around.
お邪魔します。ごめんなさい、いきなり。
全然大丈夫ですよ。いつみさんならいつでもウェルカムです。
After finishing my workout with Kaito, I head to Konatsu's room by myself. She greets me with a carefree smile like always. I was going through all that drama with the audition. That never changed. It's only now that I realize just how worried I made her.
何かあったんですか？お話があるって言われてましたけど。
ちょっといろいろあったからその報告と、その前に謝らせてもらいたくて。お仕事のことで私、自分ばかりになっちゃって。小夏ちゃんには嫌な思い、たくさんさせちゃったと思うの。本当にごめんなさい。
いや、何言ってるんですか？そんな風に思う必要、どこにもないです。むしろ、いつみさんがお仕事のことで苦しんでたのに、私何もできなくて。
それこそ、そんな風に思う必要どこにもないわ。ただ、私が至らなかっただけだもの。でも、今はもう大丈夫だから。安心してもらえると嬉しいな。これからも苦しい時期は続くのかもしれないけど、二度とあんな風にはならないって誓うわ。何？
お兄ちゃんですか？いつみさんがそう思うようになったきっかけって。
お兄さんとケイトとね、お付き合いすることになったの。嘘でこんなこと言えないよ。私ね、ケイトのことが好きなの。
すごいです。すごい。お兄ちゃんにこんな幸せがやってきちゃうなんて。いいんですか、いつみさん。お兄ちゃんですよ。たまにいびきかきながら寝てたりしますよ。
もちろんいいわ。いびきだって可愛いなって思うもの。
これは本物だ。妹は衝撃を隠せませんよ。ふつつかな兄ですが、
うぞよろしくお願いいたします。びっくりです。お兄ちゃんに恋人ができちゃうなんて。
そんなに意外かな。
意外ですよ。だってこの1年くらいはずっと、どこか上の空っていうか、つまらなそうにしてたんですもん。そんな風にひねくれてたら、絶対モテないのになーって思ってたんです。お仕事しなくなっちゃってからのお兄ちゃん、本当は絶対、お芝居したいはずなのに、口では家族のためとか綺麗なこと言ってて。だったら、私が声優やるって言ったら刺激になるかなとか思ったんですけど、全然で。
I just saw a different change as well.
お仕事しなくなっちゃってからのお兄ちゃん。だったら、私が声優やるって言ったら刺激になるかな。
Konatsu's still smiling like always, but for some reason she's starting to cry.
あれ、なんで、やだ。ごめんなさい。お祝いしなきゃってお話なのに。変ですね、私。
This whole round is like, these hoes may be getting the jobs, but I'm getting the man. Oh, could it be Konatsu?
小夏ちゃん、私。
でも、そっか。私じゃ、なかったんだ。お兄ちゃんのこと、助けてあげるんだって。
Maybe she had feelings for him too.
思ってたんだけどな。
As a sibling, but as a woman. We sadly already know about that one. I'm not even sure if she was aware of it herself.
そんなことないよ。
That is wholesome. Pull Konatsu's small, trembling body into a hug to console her.
ゲートね。お芝居が好きだって言ってたよ。役者に戻るって。この
Whoops.
ゲートがそういうことを言えるようになったのは、小夏ちゃんがずっと笑顔で支え続けていたからなんだよ。私はただのきっかけなんだから。
いつみ、でも、きっかけ、私は作ってあげられなかった。でも、よかった。本当に。
He's always been holding this in. That Kate would return to acting once more. Konatsu, the bright cheerful sister, could talk to anybody. I guess from outside, Konatsu is good at hiding her emotions. She's always held them back. She's had both Kato and me.
お兄ちゃんがまっすぐ前を見続けられるように、一生見守っていかなくちゃね。
そんなこと言ったら、私、本気にしちゃいますよ。いつみさんと家族になるんだって。
そうありたいって思うくらいの気持ちでいるつもりよ。
いつみさん、ありがとうございます。
I hope that Konatsu will never have to cry like this again. And as I think this to myself, I keep holding her tight. It was kind of obvious that it was gonna go end like this, with her like actually like breaking down because she also liked him. The second that it was like, oh no, I'm gonna talk to Konatsu myself. It's time. It's finally time. Except it isn't, because I'm gonna end the part. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye bye.